Hare Krishna. Warm welcome everyone in the study of Krishna consciousness. As we were studying yesterday, that the practice of Krishna consciousness, the journey in Krishna consciousness, is exactly or quite similar like the journey of being in a treasure hunt. Uh, in a treasure hunt, uh, clues are given to everyone, those who are participating, everyone, and it comes in levels, different levels, certain levels, and ultimately there is the real, the big treasure. There's the treasure. It is hidden. It is there, but hidden. And then, as we get clues and we learn to manage time, we learn to manage resources, we learn to apply our brains and thinkings and all, and following the clues and all, we see how far and close we are towards the treasure. And then, yes, okay, one of the team, one of the party, someone gets hold of the treasure. Although societal example, but similar like this in our practice of Krishna consciousness, as we take in devotee association. Hmm, कृष्ण भक्ति मूल होए साधु संग है ना द रूट कॉज ऑफ एडवांसमेंट इन कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस इज devotee association. So when we take in good devotee association, inspiring devotee association, then uh, in that devotee association we learn so many clues come along our way. In our practice of Krishna consciousness, clues come along on our way, essentially to wholesomely purify, say, to wholesomely shine out, bring out the Sambandha Vidya Prayojan very clearly, very cleanly, very fascinatingly. Our identity, है ना? It is to transcendentalize our identity. It is to transcendentalize our relationship with the divine couple, with Shiru Guru and Gaurang, with Vaishnavas, and coming into that pure identity. So, as we practice Krishna consciousness with devotee association, we are encouraged and blessed, and we find ourselves. So many clues will come in our life, material nature, and from everywhere, friends, family, those who have found their resolve in Krishna consciousness, or those who have not yet found their resolves in Krishna consciousness. We will see everyone is encouraging, pushing us directly, indirectly to be fully Krishna conscious. And in that devotee association, amongst that devotee association, it has to be, as again Rupa Goswami's teachings, Shrimad Bhagavatam Arthanam Aswadane Rasike Jane. If we want to relish Shrimad Bhagavatam, then we have to find a Rasik devotee, a devotee who is pure Bhagavat. Sajati Asha Snigde Sadhu Sange Swato Vare. That we have to find a like, become like-minded like that devotee. That's the beauty of association. Who we associate it, we have the potential to become like him. Sajati Asha Snigde. And affectionately he looks after us. Devotee association, devotees affectionately look after us. And we have to see within that association, find out one, two personalities, or three or four, but not like 5, 10, 15, 20. No, very, very select few personality with whom we connect at heart to heart level, and whom we emulate, whom we take inspiration from, whom we really, who ignite us into Krishna consciousness. And then we follow their mood. And that is bhakti. Our bhakti is, we are tatastha shaktis, we are the marginal potency. So wherever we are, we always are followers. We are not independent, we are followers. So following the lead of a pure devotee, a sadhu, for a practitioner, ultimately that should be his spiritual master. Following the lead of his spiritual master, he should practice Krishna consciousness. And in doing so, many clues, tips, tricks, and things will come our way to help us in the attaining of the ultimate treasure in Krishna consciousness, which we are trying to understand. Mahaprabhu's mood, Mahaprabhu's mission, Mahaprabhu's message, Mahaprabhu's mercy. It is extremely important to understand what is Mahaprabhu's mood. Pure humility mood Mahaprabhu wants us to attain. No kutinati, no duplicity, no cheating. Pure humility mood. Hmm. Mahaprabhu's mission to become fully Krishna conscious and to pass out that Krishna consciousness. As we hear in Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? Bharata Bhumite Manusya Janma Hoida Jar. निज जन्म सार्थक करी करो परोपकार. First of all, that's the nature's first law, right? Self-preservation. So first of all, we become fully Krishna conscious. And then as Prabhupada says, like through our behavior, the whosoever comes in our contact and we should be reaching out and spreading that Krishna consciousness. So Mahaprabhu's mood, Mahaprabhu's mission, Mahaprabhu's mercies, Sarvatra, it is overflowing. Mercy is always overflowing only actually. Mercy is always all pervading, always there, provided we allow ourselves to be becoming the recipient of that mercy. And Mahaprabhu's message that has to be understood. Ultimate Gaura Vani. Like, see human psychology, a societal example, and perhaps take this as a question. Suppose we go in an exhibition and we are given with multiple choices, that okay, and it's for free, let's say, just say it's for free, or just by registering, we open up ourselves just by registering to for the exhibition, for attending an exhibition, and there are different stalls, and one of the stalls is like we can see in gradation that yes, this is a standard stall, this is a substandard stall, this is a much better stall, this is a even better stall, and this is the great stall, this is the best of the best stall. So, and wherein we can go and get those best of the best item. So all we need to is to the register, say, and the requirement is all the same, let's say, in getting items from any of these stall. So human psychology, will we not go for the best? If such an exhibition or something opens up that there are 5 stalls, yeah, and one stall is offering A item, one stall is offering B item, C item, D item, E item, and E is the excellent item. And it's the same, pretty much same criteria required for getting any item. Won't we go for E then? What do you say, Andrew, Amanda, Neha, Ritik, Kirtanya, Sadari?
If it had the most value, I'd say yes, most likely.
Yeah, if it has the most value, yes, it has the most value of 4 or 5 or 10 items, 10 things, the one which is the most valuable. That is what we will go for. Just like, say, uh, neutrally speaking. That is what one would, neutrally speaking, go for, not subjective interest, say like this. So Mahaprabhu also coming, and Mahaprabhu actually relishing what? Predominantly, he's relishing Radha Bhav. है ना? Mainly or primarily he's relishing Radha Bhav, and he's relishing also Manjari Bhav, and he's giving out Manjari Bhav. Na? And he has exposed us to the teachings of Sakhya Ras, the Vatsalya Ras, Madhurya Ras. And we have come across through Mahaprabhu's teachings to Srila Rupa Goswami's teachings, different rasas. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is amazing. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu covers all of this. It covers Shantarasa, Dasyarasa, Sakhyarasa, Vatsalyarasa, Madhurya and the pinnacle, the sublime beauty of Madhurya Ras is Manjari Bhav. It covers that. So Mahaprabhu introduced to all of these rasas. But actually, if someone asks, is Mahaprabhu giving us Dasya Ras? Is he giving us Shantaras? Is he giving us Vatsalya, Sakhya Vatsalya? what is he giving us? He is giving us Madhurya Ras, and the best of that Madhurya Ras he is giving us rather, which is Manjari Bhav. That is what Mahaprabhu is giving. Externally, he is preaching and propagating the holy name, relishing also the how a pure devotee is like, the mood of a pure devotee is like. That consciousness in sannyas avesh as a pure devotee, absorbed as a pure devotee, absorbed in sannyas consciousness. But ultimately, what he is giving is none other than, is nothing other than Madhurya Ras, and within Madhurya Ras, Manjari Bhava Upasana. And we all are fresh, we all are raw. है ना? So again, suppose a job seeker, he's seeking a job and there are 5 companies there and he can apply in any company and just he needs to go and spend time, 1 day seminar he needs to attend, let's say, 1 day program and all, and then he's selected. Let's say it happens. But he, in 1 day, either he has to go in any of these companies, 5 companies, and if he sees, okay, neutrally, that the 5th company is the best company to work for. The fifth company, we all are looking for joy. Yeah. Anandamayo abhyasat. We all want to experience joy, pure bliss. We are made of bliss, Satchid Ananda Vigraha. We are made of bliss and we want to experience that blissful, a life of eternity, bliss and knowledge. And wherever the highest bliss is, that is where we should channelize our energy. That is where we should channelize our energy. And that is where we will find our highest relish. So that Mahaprabhu has introduced to us different rasas, Sakhya, Dasya, Vatsalya, Shanta, and Madhurya, and within Madhurya, Manjari Bhav. And devotional service is done in following shape. Now we follow the lead of someone. That is what we will become. So Mahaprabhu is not giving, the introduction is there on Dasya Shantaras, Dasyaras, Sakhyaras, and Vatsalyaras. But he's not giving. We don't see that in Chaitanya Charitamrita or his writings or his devotees' writings, his followers' writings. What he's bestowing is pure conjugal love, and within that conjugal love, the cream of that conjugal love, which is Manjari Bhava Upasana. What is the evidence, the proof of it? The Shad Goswamis, the followers of Mahaprabhus. They are the living embodiment, the proof of it. Their identity, their practice, and their perfection. As we were saying yesterday, that the Shad Goswamis, Shri Rupa Goswami, every Gaudiya temple, ISKCON temple, Gaudiya temple, in the altar, correct us. I have not visited all ISKCON temple, I have not visited all Gaudiya temples, I have not had the blessing to participate, engage in all Gaudiya or ISKCON temples. But this is what, if we consider ourselves Gaudiya, meaning we are followers of Srimati Radharani, we are followers of the Shad Goswamis, we are followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And if we are doing that practice, then our worship is what? Of Radha Krishna. In Braj mood, Braj Bhav, under Anugatya, in followership of whom? Of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and their followers, the Shad Goswamis, and coming in this parampara. So who are the Shad Goswamis? In their sadhak state, in their practicing state, Srila Rupa Goswami. And in his perfected state, in the eternal realm, who is Srila Rupa Goswami? Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari. Raghunath Das Goswami is Rati Manjari. Sanatan Goswami is Lavanga Manjari. In his perfect state, in the eternal realm. Then Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is Rasa Manjari. Gopala Bhatta Goswami is Guna Manjari, Shri Guna Manjari. Jiva Goswami is Shri Vilasa Manjari. Then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the writer of Shri Chaitanya Chaitamrit, Kasturi Manjari. You know? Then Lokanath Goswami is a Manjulali Manjari. Narottam Das Thakur, Champak Lata Manjari, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Kamala Manjari. This is our parampara. These are there. And if we are their followers, then we should be knowing what is Manjari Bhava Upasana. And we should be understanding. And this is what they are bestowing. This is what they are bestowing, and this is what we can attain. And this is the highest bliss. Highest bliss from a neutrality point of view. Lord Hanuman, he is set in his Dasya Ras. Arjun is set in his Dasya or Sakhya Ras. Uddhavji is set in his Sakhya Mishrit Dasya Ras. Uddhavji is set. Hanumanji is set. Arjun is said, these devotees, they are all transcendental devotees, pure devotees. They are in the eternal land and they are set in their seva. They have become attached and they have found their fascination there. And they are happy. They are happy. But from a Tartamya perspective point of view, meaning from a neutral point of view, they also appreciate that the topmost is Manjari Bhava Upasana. They also pray. Narad Muni, Sukhdev Goswami, they are set in their mood. Just sharing one thing. Narad Muni and Shivji once, they desired to participate in Ras Leela. Okay? In Vrindavan, they desired to participate in the Ras Leela. So they changed their uniform. They took on the dress of gopis. They wore the dress of gopis. And they came to Braj. And Krishna knows, Yogmaya knows. Okay, then okay, fine. Yogmaya gave them entry as well. But they got caught. And they could not participate in Ras. They got caught. They could not relish or participate. So much so that they just stayed in the outside circle, in the outer circumference. And they are still there. Lord Shiva is still there, protecting the Braj Mandal. Why could not they find their entrance? Because they still have this mood, avesh, or abhiman, or identity of somewhat male ego, of somewhat as being an enjoyer or purush, or of somewhat not taking an ultimate servitorship, anugatya, followership of Srimati Radharani, of any gopis for that matter. They still carry their own abhiman. That softness, that Braj Preeti is still not there. So they cannot enter, they could not, they did not enter. And from neutrality point of view, they also glorify that yes, those who are in the Ras Mandal and those who are serving as Manjaris, their fortune is the topmost. Their fortune is the topmost. So certainly it's any human being who has not become attached yet. And if he is exposed, okay, these are the different rasas. And Manjari Bhaur is a rasa, within Madhurya Ras, which is the highest rasa. And Mahaprabhu has come to give this. Shat Goswamis accepted it, and Shat Goswamis relished it, and they distributed it. And if it is brought in our, just within our discussion and questions, from a point of view of neutrality, should we not go for it? We should. If we are again Rupanuga or Mahaprabhu Nuga, if we are following Mahaprabhu Rupanuga or Prabhupada Nuga like that, like we were discussing, studying yesterday, Bhakti Vinod Viraha Dashakam. Again, we believe Srila Bhakti Sridhar Prabhupada Maharaj, he wrote it and had discussion, lovely exchanges and friendship with A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. And he wrote this Dashakam in of 10 verses of prayers, poems, and offering, glorifying his spiritual master and the parampara. and the ninth of that 10th, and he's bringing out the same message. Shri Gauranumatam Swarupa Viditam Rupa Grajenadritam Rupa Dve Pariveshitam Raghuganeraaswaditam Sevitam Jivaderabhirakshitam Shukashiva Brahmadi Sammanitam Shirada Padsevanamritamaho Taddatum Isho Bhavan. So, Shri Gauranu Matam, the desire, the conclusion, the opinion of Mahaprabhu, Swarupa Vidintam, Swarup Damodar. Oh, he got to know it by Mahaprabhu's blessings. And Rupa Sanatan Goswami, they also received the same blessings. What Swarup Damodar received in Mahaprabhu's mercy, they attracted it, they got to know. And they expanded, they worked on it. And Raghunath Das Goswami, he relished, he drank it. He so much relished and drank it, all the Sant Goswamis. And then distributed as well. Jiva Goswami so nicely protected it with scriptural understanding, everything. And Sukadev Goswami, Shivji, Brahmaji, they respected. Uddhavji, they all respected. We see Uddhava coming in Vrindavan 10th canto. So Mahaprabhu, has he come to what bhav, what offering has he come to give? Externally to engage us in Harinam Sankirtan Yagya, which is what? Okay, become a devotee of Krishna, practice Krishna consciousness. So that's the basic, that's the general thing Mahaprabhu is bestowing. Everyone chant Krishna, name of Krishna, everyone worship Krishna. That's the general Mahaprabhu is giving. That's the external reason. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya. But the real thing Mahaprabhu is giving is what? Manjari Bhav. So yes, that is what Mahaprabhu has come to give. That is what Mahaprabhu gave. That is what the Shat Goswamis accepted, relished. And as our Gurudev Srila Bhakti Swarup Govind Maharaj says, when the giver is not hesitating, when the giver is not shy, when the giver is not restricting himself in giving out, when the giver is not checking who is eligible, who is not eligible, any of this, then why we as receivers should be miser in receiving it? Why is it when the giver is giving us the highest unlimited fortune, then us as receivers should we not be accepting? And will it not please Mahaprabhu the most? This is what will please Mahaprabhu. This is what will please Parampara. But how to protect it is through humility. It has to be very much safeguarded. It has to be very delicately, neatly, carefully understood and practiced. And definitely it is not something for the masses, and it is not something to go out telling, okay, I know this Manjari Bhav, I now practice Manjari Bhav, I am doing Manjari Bhav Upasana, by the way. No. It's not like to go and tell one, I have done my Siddha Pranali, or my Siddha Pranali is going to happen. I have inquired. No, I know this now. This is no, that's not something to be spoken or brought out like this. Prem Bhakti Chandrika, Srimad Bhagavatam, everywhere warnings are given, and they are given for a fair, proper reason, so that we don't get any distracted. Since eternity, we are messing it up. It's not that the first time we are practicing Krishna consciousness. Just in our previous life, we could well have been practicing Krishna consciousness. What's the big deal? But we messed it up. Yeah? We could never manage to find our absorption. Never. We could never manage to become attached. Yeah? In the message of Mahaprabhu. We could never manage to become attached towards a devotee of the Lord. Since eternity, look. Yeah? So this time we have a sublime opportunity. Mahaprabhu spoke of different rasas, but in Chaitanya Chaitamrit we don't see him giving out different rasas. That is like more for information or knowledge. Bhakti Rasamit Sindhu says, Seva Sadhak Rupena Siddha Rupena Chatrai Tad Bhava Lipshuna Karya Braja Lokanusarata. है ना? And more so on these lines and all. So, understanding in our scriptures, we don't find much understanding of a Sakha of Krishna. The least information given in scriptures is of Shantaras. What mood, what attitude and all. It's like just pure, they are neutral, they don't have any problem, hesitation, but they're not actively wanting to serve. They're not actively wanting to do something pleasurable for Krishna. They are happy to be as a flower, as a flower in a room decorates the room, right? Gives good vibe and all. So they are happy to stay as decoration in the Braj Mandal. And Yogmaya uses that. That's it, more or less. Then there's hardly any details information revealed to us of the Dasya Ras Bhaktas, those Bhaktas who are in Dasya Bhav in Braj. Some names are given, but the details and all missing. Then Sakya Bhaktas, again, names are given, little bit more than Dasya is given, information, knowledge, but details all missing as such. And no major details there. And same for Vatsalya also. The details what we find, the knowledge and what is given in the Shad Goswamis is all Madhurya Ras Manjari Bhava Upasana. They wrote many granthas. Some are direct Manjari Bhava Upasana, and if others, if they are not direct Manjari Bhava Upasana, then they cover all different rasas and help us understand Shuddha Prema Bhakti. But in them also, they are like establishing conjugal love is the topmost, and the sweet pinnacle, how does it call, like diamond on the ring, or that thing is Manjari Bhav. The top of that Madhurya Ras is Manjari Bhav. So Mahaprabhu has come to give that only. That is ultimate, that is actually real Gauravani, or that is the beginning of Gauravani. That is genuinely understanding Gauravani, us practicing devotees. Day one, we may not get this message, which is fine. Day one, we don't get it, but over a period of time, we should never neglect it. We should adopt it. We should understand it. And we should see our lead. Who is our lead? Again, we are saying that I know nothing or I practice nothing. Nothing in the sense like I know for a fact I'm not a Raganuga devotee. I know for a fact I haven't got any rag. I know for a fact how hardly any humility I possess, and I know for a fact hardly any Manjari Bhav Upasana I do. Upasana means worship. But we are trying to learn. We would like to learn. The desire is there to learn. That we do not deny. And we know our spiritual master. We know our Shri Guru is not going to let us go astray, provided I allow myself to be used by him. So with this prayer mood, desire that I remain a humble, loyal student. I always remain a student of the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, of the message of Chaitanya Chaitamit, of the message of Mahaprabhu and Shad Goswamis, which is non-different from what Srila Prabhupada preached, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, what Sripad Maharaj preached, what Sri Guru is preaching. And preaching is for myself only. If anyone else benefits, then that's an added bonus. So I pray that I remain the first listener of the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of Sad Goswamis, of Srila Gurudev, and with your blessings, we try to continue further in our study of this Krishna consciousness, understanding Krishna consciousness. The highest stage of Krishna consciousness, what we want to attain is Krishna Prema, which again is in gradations, different gradations, and the topmost gradation of that Krishna Prema is Madhurya Ras, and the topmost of that Madhurya Ras, what beauty ultimate is Shri Radha Dasyam. Vairagya Vidya Nij Bhakti Yoga Siksha Athameka Purusha Puranam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Sharirधारी कृपां बुद्धिर्यतमहं प्रपद्ये नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्ति स्वरूपाय गोविन्दिति नामिने गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे परतत्व प्रकाशिने श्री दामोदर देवस्य प्रियाय ते नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्ति स्वरूपाय दामोदर इति नामिने नमस्तद्भक्तमने मणिपुरोद्भवाय च शिल प्रभुपाद सत्वानी प्रचार निरताय ते नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिनी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे है ना so Guru Sadhu Shastra, that has to be our checkpoint, and we'll go through some scriptures. So, whenever, kindly bring on screen Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 1, text 6. We'll see 654. Huh? So, chapter 1 is Adi Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita is spiritual masters. And in there, we see Mahaprabhu's advent, the reason of Mahaprabhu's appearance, and the message of Mahaprabhu, the mercy of Mahaprabhu, the mood of Mahaprabhu. All four mood, mission, mercy, message we see in these three texts 1.6, 1.5, 1.4. है ना? So we'll see. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima कीदृशो वा न ये वा स्वाद्यो येन अद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीय सौख्यं चास्य मदनुभवत कीदृशं वेत्ति लोभात् तद्भावाद्य समजनि सचि गर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दु Nehari translation. Okay, Amanda read translation.
Desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, rich Srimati Sachidevi, as the moon appeared from the ocean.
So the three reasons of Mahaprabhu's appearance, the main reasons, the internal reasons, the main is the general, the external is just something to show to the world, to show to the, like we say, we have to show our face to the world. With the world, okay, we are with you, but at heart we have to be with Shri Guru and Gauranga. We cannot afford to give our heart to the world and show the face to spiritual master. No, that should not be done. Although it happens, practicing Krishna consciousness, when spiritual master comes, okay, then we try to show our face and all, but within our heart we are associating with the world. That's not how it should be. With our face, yes, world, we are with you. Duty, we are doing our duty to the best of our capability, understanding and all, being duty bound, but our heart should belong to the message of the divine couple. This is what Mahaprabhu again instructed to the Rupa and Sanatan Goswami. Mahaprabhu told to Rupa and Sanatan Goswami that you have to, is paramour the correct word? That you have to live in this world like a paramour. Like you are in love, you are married to somewhere else, but you are in love with extramarital affair you are having with someone. So what does a wife do? She is married in the house, she lives very carefully in the house, neatly does all her household responsibilities, duties as a wife and all, so that there is no doubt, there is no question being raised on her character or on her identity. And within her heart, she's always thinking of her paramour, of her lover. And within her heart, like she's secretly working out, okay, when do I meet my paramour, when do I meet my lover, where do I meet, how do I meet, na? So likewise, we should be practicing Krishna consciousness, na? When it comes to those who have, with whom we do not find our resolving Krishna consciousness, we could be brother, sister, husband, wife, children, neighbor, friends, family. With them, yes, we are with you, duty bound and sort of thing, but our heart should always be with Krishna, with Shri Guru and Gauranga, like that. So in this, we see the internal reasons of Mahaprabhu's appearance, and the internal reason is the real thing. External, okay, fine. External is fine. External, not denying the need for external or not denying that external is, say, less or high. Not saying like that. But what's the good thing if we just focus on the external or we just live on the external and we don't know the internal, the main thing. And if we know the internal, will external will be contained easily. Just like what we say, there is a Arjuna fought as a warrior. In Bhagavad Gita, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he was first of all not willing to fight. Then, having a dialogue with Krishna, he realized, he understood that Krishna's desire is this fight happens, this war happens, and it is his desire that I participate in this war, I fight. So, for Krishna's desire, he fought, coming out of his comfort zone. And because he fulfilled Krishna's desire, because he worked, he aimed for that body, mind, and soul, words, action, spirit in every sense. So he fulfilled his Atma Dharma. And as a result of it, his Gaun Dharma, his secondary Dharma, his nature of a warrior Dharma, his Kartavya duty as a warrior, that automatically got fulfilled. That also got fulfilled. That is fine. But look, it had been a shame na, if Arjuna just fought his war at a duty level, not out of love for Krishna. That would have been a big shame. Again, if Arjuna just fulfilled his warrior duty, but not his devotee duty. This is why we ask, some of us studying engineering, or business studies, or some of us doing business. So, how should we be? Should we be an engineer devotee or a devotee engineer? Should we be a doctor devotee or a devotee doctor? We all are either son or daughter of our parents. How should we be? A daughter devotee or a devotee daughter? Arjuna, was he a warrior devotee or a devotee warrior? Arjuna was a devotee warrior. He was a devotee first, his primary identity devotee, secondary warrior. And that primary, actually, if you ask Arjuna, for him it was his wholesome identity, warrior, devotee. Identity was his wholesome identity. And he worked as a devotee. Society does not understand those things. But society sees him that, oh, he's a warrior and he fulfilled his duty as a warrior. Fine. And that is intact, that remained intact. But ultimately, he fulfilled Krishna's desire. So like that, the internal is the most important to work on, to check. And when we understand Mahaprabhu's heart's desire, then the external reason we will work on, that will be settled, that will be taken care of. Harinam Sankirtan Yajna, becoming a devotee, practicing Krishna consciousness, that is natural, that will be there. And practicing Raganuga Bhakti or Manjari Bhava Upasana, it's not like we don't chant. Devotees, those who are in this line, those who practice like this, it's not they do not do japa. They also do japa. They also do reading, hearing. They also follow Ekadashi. They also do services, and they also possibly go to work, look after family. All of this, but their mood is different, and their goal is different, or their mood is set, or their goal is set, or they are setting their mood with a goal in mind, with a vision in mind, with a lead in mind. Shri Guru as the lead. So, share the translation again, 1.6. We'll see in this the three internal reasons of Mahaprabhu's appearance. Desiring to understand the mellows of Radharani, the mood of Radharani. Understand the glory of the Radharani's love, number one. Number two, the wonderful qualities in me, in him, Krishna is saying, in Krishna, in Shyam Sundar. His beauty, what is my beauty? That Radharani alone relishes through her love. So to see her love, to understand her love, to understand his own beauty, that Radharani relishes through her love, loving sentiment, loving devotional service. And third, the happiness she derives. So Krishna never experienced this 5,000 years ago. Coming as Mahaprabhu, he experienced this. And this is when he experienced this, he experienced what it means to be real compassionate, what it means to be unlimited. He wanted to serve Radharani. He wanted to glorify Radharani. Yes, oh Radharani, I want to glorify you. I want to serve you now. Experiencing this, who would not want to serve? So go in 5th verse, please. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritirladini Shaktirasmat. Ekatmanav api bhuvi pura dehe bhedam gatau tau chetamakhyam prakatamadhuna tadvayam chekyamaptam radha bhava dyuti suvilitam naumi Krishna swarupam. So if Ritik can read, then read translation, please.
The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Sri Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself.
Naumi Krishna Swarupa means Swarupta in disposition, in identity, he is Krishna. But Radha Bhava Dviti Suvilitam. Adopted, borrowed, obtained, took the bhava of Radharani and appeared in that bhav. So, Bahir Krishna, externally out, on the out, he is Krishna. But inside is Radharani. That bhav. And this is where Bhav Radhika Madhuri Aswadan Sukh Kaj. Jayati Krishna Chaitanya Kali Prakate Brajraj. And when he experienced this unlimitedness and this newness, this freshness, what he bestowed is, we'll read now text 4. Anarpit charim chirat karunayavtin kalau samarpaitam unnatujvala rasam swabhakti shriyam हरिपुरत सुंदर द्युति कदम्ब संदीपित सदा हृदये कंदरे वस्फुरतु सचिनंदन. So we request Chaitanya Sadari, if he's okay to read, then please read translation.
May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi Devi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chambers of your heart. Resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, he has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. Hare Krishna.
So it's clear, Shastri, to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before. What is that? Manjari Bhava, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. Unnat Ujjvala Sam. Yes, of course, the term Manjari is not written here. The term Manjari, we will find very few places in Chaitanya Charitamrita overall. The term Manjari. Some places, Manjari term we will find in Chaitanya Charitamrita when it comes to bhoga offering. They offered tulsi leaf, and with tulsi leaf they offered Manjari flower as well. Maximum places it will be like that. But it is not like if the term Manjari is not given here in the shlokas or like this in the writings of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, then that does not mean that that upasana or bhav or that is not what is being referred to. Like just briefly saying, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita in his 90s. He was physically unable to see. His hand he was weak, health was not good, he was struggling to write, but he wrote. Where did he write? On the banks of Radhakund. Why did he write? That was the last book he wrote. Prior to this, he had written few books. One is Govind Lilamrit, which is exclusively on Manjari Bhava Upasana. Why did he write? Because all the Shad Goswamis and other acharyas, by that time, they had written books on this Manjari Bhava Upasana, on Unnat Ujjwala Ras, Adi Ras, original pure Ras, in Sanskrit language. That was mostly in Sanskrit. And in Sanskrit, still at that point in time, it was not open for masses. It was not accessible. Open meaning it was not accessible. Sanskrit. And those who were residing in the Gaudiya Vaishnava practitioners who had moved from Gaudesh or who had moved to Radhakund or Vrindavan, and they were mostly Bengalis. The practitioners were mostly Bengalis. They could read Bengali more nicely, easily. It was more kind of easy and grasping for them as compared to Sanskrit. So the devotees in Radhakund, they requested Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami to write Chaitanya Charitamrita and to bring Mahaprabhu's pastimes, to bring this conjugal mood and to bring this message, mercy, mission and mood of Mahaprabhu. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami prayed to Radha Madan Mohan deity and the garland fell from deities and the pujari there noticed and devotees noticed. Everyone started Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, and they offered that garland to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and requested him to write, and he embarked on writing Chaitanya Charitamrita then. Actually, just saying, in Vrindavan we go, we see devotees say Radhe Radhe, or this Manjari Bhava Upasana. This actually, all this is very deep, extremely intimate, extremely deep. One has to cry, beg, literally cry, beg. One has to literally show greed. One has to literally be extremely tolerant and beg for mercy. This is purely by causeless mercy, all of it. But then our acharyas, they live it all together. So our acharyas, some of them in Madhur Rasa, they call Radhe Radhe or like this, and it becomes we just take it a bit casually say. It won't be wrong to say that thousands and thousands and hundreds, thousands and thousands, even millions chant Radhe Radhe and take it just casually. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, hence he gave us Chaitanya Charitamrita for this reason, like this. And in the Manjari, term may not be written, but the subject matter is discussed. The subject matter is given, which we will request. We will see Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8, text 201 onwards. We will read through some translations. And this is dialogue between Ramanand Rai and Mahaprabhu. Now within this dialogue, I believe text 56 it is, where Mahaprabhu tells Ramanand Rai that tell me about devotional service, the mood, the processes, what it involves, all of that. So Ramanand Rai says like, What do I know? But Mahaprabhu blesses him, infuses his mercy on him, and he is able to speak. And look, humility. It's like Ramanand Rai, he is speaking to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he's telling or kind of educating him. But this is the topmost dialogue Ramanand Rai and Mahaprabhu has. Mahaprabhu, how it begins is Mahaprabhu asks him that tell me about devotional service. So he starts with Varnashram Dharma, or even before Varnashram Dharma comes to Varnashram Dharma, pure devotee. Mahaprabhu says all this is external. This is good, all right, but go more, go more, go more. Finally, he comes on Madhur Bhav, conjugal love. Krishna and Radha's dealings, or Krishna's and Gopis dealing. Then Mahaprabhu says, yes, now we are talking. Very nice. And then comes this stage. Mahaprabhu says, go further more. And this is the ultimate stage. Mahaprabhu says, not just Radha Krishna pastime like this, go even more, tell me more of it, more, go more. And this is the ultimate. So we'll read translations 201 onwards, perhaps till 214, because these all speak of Manjari Bhava Upasana. Again, in here also, within the slokas, we won't find the term Manjari. But Manjaris are who? They are the birds. Radharani is described as the creeper of love. Krishna is the object of love. Radharani is the creeper. Krishna is the tree, the object of that love. Radharani is the creeper of that love. And Radharani's Sakhi Manjaris, they are the leaves and flowers and the twigs. And Manjaris are the birds of that creeper, of that flower, and they are nourishing pure Krishna prem. So 201 onwards, shall we do it this way? Amanda read, then Andrew, Amanda, then Ritik, then Andrew, then myself. We can go it this way. If Neha is available, then Neha, please anytime unmute and read. So Amanda, whenever you are.
I'm just waiting for my screen. It's doing funny things. I can't see anything that's shared at the moment.
So Ritik, would you be okay to start, Ritik, and then I can read? And in the meantime, maybe Amanda, if you can rejoin, see if that helps.
Yeah, okay.
The pastimes of Radha and Krishna are very confidential. They cannot be understood through the mellows of servitude, fraternity, or parental affection.
Actually, only the gopis have the right to appreciate these transcendental pastimes, and only from them can these pastimes be executed.
Without the gopis, these pastimes between Radha and Krishna cannot be nourished. Only by their cooperation are such pastimes broadcast. It is their business to taste the mellows.
Amanda, are you able to see now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
How much did I miss?
Actually, I would
You want
request Andrew if we can read again from 201. I felt bad when I said, Amanda, you can rejoin and all. So, no, we would not want to read anything where she is not available, huh? So,
Yay! Thank you.
yeah. No, yeah, we don't want to do that. That's not good. So, Amanda, please read 201. Amanda, Ritik, myself, Andrew. We can go this way, huh?
Okay. The pastimes of Radha and Krishna are very confidential. They cannot be understood through the mellows of servitude, fraternity, or parental affection.
Actually, only the gopis have the right to appreciate these transcendental pastimes, and only from them can these pastimes be expanded.
Without the gopis, these pastimes between Radha and Krishna cannot be nourished. Only by their cooperation are such pastimes broadcast. It is their business to taste the mallows.
Without the help of the gopis, one cannot enter into these pastimes. Only one who worships the Lord in the ecstasy of the gopis, following in their footsteps, can engage in the service of Sri Sri Radha Krishna in the bushes of Vrindavan. Only then one can understand the conjugal love between Radha and Krishna. There is no other procedure for understanding.
The pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna are self-effulgent. They are happiness personified, unlimited, and all-powerful. Even so, the spiritual humours of such pastimes are never complete without the gopis, the Lord's personal friends. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is never complete without his spiritual potencies. Therefore, unless one takes shelter of the gopis, one cannot enter into the company of Radha and Krishna. Who can be interested in their spiritual pastimes without taking their shelter?
There is an inexplicable fact about the natural inclinations of the gopis. The gopis never want to enjoy themselves with Krishna personally.
The happiness of the gopis increases 10 million times when they serve to engage Shri Radha and Krishna in their transcendental pastimes.
By nature, Srimati Radharani is just like a creeper of love of Godhead, and the gopis are the twigs, flowers, and leaves of that creeper.
When the nectar of Krishna's pastimes is sprinkled on that creeper, the happiness derived by the twigs, flowers, and leaves is 10 million times greater than that derived by the creeper itself.
All the... Oh, sorry, Ritik, it is you, right?
All the gopis, the personal friends of Srimati Radharani, are equal to her. Krishna is pleasing to the inhabitants of Vrajabhumi, just as the moon is pleasing to the lotus flower. His pleasure-giving potency is known as Saladini, of which the active principle is Srimati Radharani. She is compared to a creeper with newly grown flowers and leaves. When the nectar of Krishna's pastime is sprinkled on Srimati Radharani, all her friends, the gopis, immediately appreciate the pleasure 100 times more than if they were sprinkled themselves. Actually, this is not at all wonderful.
Although the gopis, Srimati Radharani's friends, do not desire to enjoy themselves directly with Krishna, Srimati Radharani makes a great endeavor to induce Krishna to enjoy himself with the gopis.
Presenting various pleas for the gopis, Srimati Radharani sometimes sends the gopis to Krishna just to enable them to associate with him directly. At such times, she enjoys a happiness 10 million times greater than that enjoyed through direct association.
The transcendental mellow is nourished by that mutual behavior in transcendental love of Godhead. When Lord Krishna sees how the gopis have developed pure love for him, he becomes very satisfied.
So these specific from 201 till 214, they are all speaking on Manjari Bhav. Now, go in 200 and text 4 and 5, we will read one passage from the purport. And that passage is more specific on Manjari Bhav. Yes, so the purport of this one. And again, we can read there are 16 duties or acts which are mentioned here in the purport if you scroll down. Yeah. So, Ritik, read translation and then we'll read this section of the purport. Yeah, this section which is currently on the scene. But Ritik, first read translation once again.
Without the help of the gopis, one cannot enter into these pastimes. Only when one worships the Lord in the ecstasy of the gopis, following in their footsteps, can engage in the service of Shri Shri Radha Krishna in the bushes of Vrindavan. Only then can one understand the conjugal love between Radha and Krishna. There is no other procedure for understanding.
So we'll go to that section of purport, we'll read it, that particular section only. We can read, sorry, Andrew, little bit on the top, one who expands, let us read that, and then this paragraph we will read, So, Andrew, read this paragraph, one who expands, and the next paragraph I can read, then Amanda, Ritik, Andrew, we can go it this way,
One who expands the conjugal love of Krishna and his enjoyment among the gopis is called a Sakhi. Such a person is a confidential gopi in the conjugal affairs. Such assistants are like jewels in the form of Krishna's confidants. The actual business of the Sakhis is described thus in Ujjvala Neela Mani. Sakhi.
Now, Sakhi Prakarna. Now, in here, Sakhis, they refer to both actually, to Radharani's friends and Radharani's maid servants, Radharani's servants as well. So, yeah, so in the conjugal pastime of Krishna, Krishna is the hero, Nayak, and Radhika is the heroine, Nayika. The first business of the gopis is to chant the glories of both the hero and the heroine. So Amanda can read second, Ritik third, Andrew fourth, I can read fifth, we can go like this.
Okay, can you point out where we are again? Because my screen froze for a second. The last bit
second business, yeah.
Okay, their second business is to gradually create a situation in which the hero may be attracted to the heroine and vice versa.
Their third business is to induce both of them to approach each other.
Their fourth business is to surrender unto Krishna.
The fifth is to create a jovial atmosphere.
The sixth, to give them assurance to enjoy their pastimes.
The seventh, to dress and decorate both hero and heroine.
The eighth, to show expertise in expressing their desires.
The ninth, to conceal the faults of the heroine.
The 10th, to cheat their respective husbands and relatives.
The 11th, to educate.
The 12th, to enable both the hero and heroine to meet at the proper time.
The 13th, to fan the hero and the heroine.
The 14th, to sometimes reproach the hero and heroine.
The 15th, to set conversations in motion.
And the 6th means
the 16th, to protect the heroine by various means. Now, it is not just restricted or limited to these 16 items of seva, these 16 duties, 16 seva, which the Sakhis and Manjaris do. Most of them is like Manjaris do here. So, and each of them is a full-on pastime, when we hear of Radha Krishna pastimes, one pastime leads to another, and goes into another eternal realm like this. So just very quick, we'll discuss a bit here. The first business of the gopis is to chant the glories of both the hero and the heroine. है ना? This should be our foundational mood in doing japa, should it not be? When we chant the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Our Gurudev says, japa chanting is to be relished, is never to be rushed. It is not like a duty, a chore that I have to finish by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or by a certain time limit and all. No. No, it should be relished. So the first business of the Manjaris, we can say here Manjaris. The first business of the Manjaris is to chant the glories of both the hero and the heroine. Now when we do japa, so far we have been doing japa, but we don't know who is chanting the japa. If it's like I am chanting but who am I? I am not this body, then who am I? Who is chanting? This physical mind, this physical tongue, mundane mind, mundane tongue, no. Who is chanting? The soul. So the soul proper has an identity. Who is that identity? Soul means being, soul means spiritual. But who is that being? Who is that spiritual? Like in society, we see any part of the globe. Who are you means what is your name, what is your identity, your date of birth, your place of birth, who are your parents, where do you live, what do you like wearing, what do you like eating, them sort of things. How do you function? So it's who sort of thing. No? So a Manjari, the first business of a Manjari is to chant and these again, first, second hand are not necessarily in chronological order. And this is just a synopsis given to us. So the first way is to chant the glories of the hero and the heroine. When we chant the Mahamantra, it is what? It is the love for the divine couple. We are worshipping the divine couple through the Mahamantra, through the holy name, through chanting their names. Essentially, it is their names only. But now we can learn to chant how a Manjari would chant. That. The second business is to create a situation in which the hero may be attracted to the heroine and vice versa. So sometimes it happens that Krishna is late in the kunja, in the groves, to come to meet Radharani. And Radharani is like in a mood, sulky mood. So somehow they create this, somehow they make when bringing Radharani to the Kunj, she's decorated, she's dressed by whom? By her Manjaris, not Sakhis. Sakhis are friends. Friends would not comb hair of Radharani, friends would not dress her, friends would not tell her, put her shoes and all. It's Radharani finds a bit uncomfortable asking friends to do this and getting this done from Lalita, Vishaka, and her other friends. Tungavidya, Indulekha, Chitralekha, Rangadevi, Sudevi. These are friends of Radharani. Radharani doesn't, but the Manjaris do this. So the Manjaris, this is their seva, that they dress Radharani very beautifully, very attractively, depending on moon. Is it a full moon or a dark moon or what time it is and sort of thing. They dress Radharani like this. Where is she going? Which kunja? Accordingly and all, they put very thought and dress her. With what purpose? The Krishna may be attracted, Krishna be really taken away by Radharani's beauty. Their another business is induce both of them to approach each other. When they see each other, both of them, they get so much shy or shocked, or so many emotions erupt in their consciousness at the same time. And they both feel, oh, who is he? Who is she? Literally as if they have never met before. And there's like, oh, how do I want to speak with her? How do I speak with her? Oh, I want to speak with him. Who is? So the Manjaris create that, that makes them comfortable and helps Radharani, yes, to approach each other. Sometimes Radharani tells the Manjaris, okay, we will go in this kunja and we should be there at this time of the day or night. Fine. So the Manjari brings Radharani there. And Radharani knows Sham Sundar is there. That is why she has come and she wants it. But seeing Sham Sundar, she chastises her Manjari. Hey, why did you bring me here? Why did you bring me here? Just like uh, in heart, she's not chastising, but just externally. So the Manjaris, this is their role, to induce them to approach each other. The another role is what? To surrender unto Krishna. Surrender unto Krishna meaning they are surrendered, dedicated fully to bring joy to the divine couple. Yeah. The another business is to create a jovial atmosphere. To give assurance to them to enjoy their pastimes. Don't worry, no one is coming, no one is watching. You will relish, enjoy. Everything is taken care of. We are looking after everything and everyone. 7, to dress, decorate both of them, yes. Then show expertise in expressing their desires. Help them in, it is only in Madhurya Ras, conjugal love, that one can serve in Dasya form, one can serve as a Sakha, as a friend of the divine couple, as a servant of the divine couple, as a Vatsalya, as a guardian of the divine couple. So only in conjugal love, these Manjaris, they serve as the servant of the divine couple, as the friends of the divine couple, as the guardian, caretaker of the divine couple, and chastise them, both of them, chastise them. And of course, in conjugal mood also, the Sakhis and Manjaris, they serve, or Radharani also in all these moods, she serves Sam Sundar as a in Dasya Bhav, in Vatsalya Bhav, in Sakhya Bhav, and in Madhurya Bhav. Yes. So then to conceal the faults of the heroine. Yes, Radharani is always right. Our Swamini, she is always right. Whatever, she is correct. By default, more than 100%. Then to cheat their respective husbands and relatives. Now, cheat as in, this is not like societal, any sort of adultery. First of all, there is no societal adultery happening there. This is pure Divya Milan, union. Transcendental loving reciprocation. And cheat meaning their seva is very confidential seva. The Manjari seva is the ultimate confidential seva. Since eternity, the divine couple have been sneaking out of their homes and they're meeting in the kunjas and relishing the company of each other, walking, holding hands each other, embracing each other, touching, kissing, and spending the whole night with each other, dancing, singing, laying on bed together, everything. But since eternity happening in Braj, and since eternity, never ever have the divine couple been caught. Brajvasis may get some feeling at some time, little bit, but never ever have they been caught. Why? Because these Manjaris, the Yogmayas, the Sakhis Manjaris, they provide all assurance, they provide all security and comfort and everything. They make sure. So cheat, not like they are cheating their husband and relatives, family members, mothers, fathers, and cheating them and kind of uh, engaging, in any illicit form. No, 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 no. Nothing remotely, no. It's pure Chinmay Dham. Cheat in the sense that seva is so confidential that they just, the role of a spy. A spy role. Suppose a British spy, he goes to Japan and he's spying in Japan. He's taking a Japanese passport, perhaps living a Japanese life and dealing with the local people, the Japanese people, and he's so amalgamated with them in their culture and everything. And he's trying to obtain information or give protection to his country and help his country. Now, in societal sense, yeah, we can say, okay, this is cheating, this is wrong, this is wrong. But the sentiment is like that. Their role is like of a spy, undercover spy or something. No one in Braj knows, other than, of course, Radha Krishna Sakhi Manjaris, and some of the very close associate friends of Krishna, male friends, they have some hint but not clarity that Krishna goes out in these groves and has these pastimes with Sakhi Manjaris, with Radharani. No. Huh? So that is the Manjari's spy sort of seva they do, undercover seva. And that's how they trick, more than cheat, trick their husbands, and nothing in a condensating or nothing in a immoral sense. Huh? To educate, to enable the divine couple to meet at the proper time, to friend the hero and heroine, and we sing songs. We'll again come, we'll sing songs of these, we sing songs of them. Then to reproach the hero and heroine, yes, they chastise divine couple. The Manjaris chastise the divine couple. Then to set conversation in motion. Sometimes mood is not in their hands. It is not in Shyam Sundar hands, and more so it is not in Radharani's hands. She is like, she prays before meeting Shyam Sundar or being with Shyam Sundar that I stay in a good mood. Hopefully my mood is not becoming sulky. Hopefully I don't go in an embarrassing mood. Hopefully I don't go in a shy mood. Like this, in Utval Nilmini, Radha Prakaran, such moods are mentioned. So, to set, sometimes what happens? They both are there, but none of them is talking to each other. Either shy, either don't embarrass, or either both are a bit in a sulky mood. Sometimes we see Radha Krishna and they're sitting with their back to each other, on their back. है कि नहीं? दोनों एक दूसरे की पीठ को करे हुए बैठे रहते हैं, right? So with their back to each other, and both of them are not talking. Sometimes it happens, both of them are a bit in a mood, not talking, and the Manjaris, they somehow make them speak. They somehow break the ice. They somehow create that mood. To protect Radharani by various means or by all means. So, what is this? This is all Manjari Bhav. Is it not? Is it not Shastric? Why did Prabhupada write this? We say many times, it could be that we say sentimentally, oh, Prabhupada has given everything in his books, given everything. First of all, what is the definition of everything? In my understanding, the definition of everything is all the rasas in Braj, in Vrindavan. All those rasas. Shanta Dasya Vatsalya Madhurya. Yes, that is there in Chaitanya Chaitamrita. All these rasas are discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam also. And Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, these rasas are there. Then Prabhupada has given everything. What is the definition of everything? Madhurya Bhav. The details. And Prabhupada has given everything. What is everything? Manjari Bhav. What does it mean? Some details Prabhupada has given, and I try to tell myself, Prabhupada, I have to understand him in the context. What time, what health and resources and his audience, he came to the US and all, and how he preached and propagated the Krishna consciousness movement. We cannot lose sight of that fact. So Prabhupada has given us, Prabhupada has opened us, introduced to us. And then now there is more to do and more to go, yes. Again. So we sing these songs. Prabhupada has given us songs, Prabhupada has given us literature, and Prabhupada never said that, okay, I have given everything, and meaning that there is no more to give, that nothing else is left. No? And Prabhupada himself said, like, every acharya, every spiritual master will find, okay, there's lots. Bhakti Vinod Thakur said, what seva I have done, there's lots more to do. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, yes, there's lots more to do. Prabhupada same, and even current Guru Vargas, there's so much to be done, there's so much. But still the message remains the same, Manjari Bhav Upasana. And the process remains the same, by becoming humble, by becoming greedy. Humility is the process. Humility is the way. Crying, begging is the way. Purity is the way. It all remains the same, and there's more to learn. So these verses, Chaitanya Chaitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 8 201 to 14, specific, they speak of Manjari Bhav. Now, any question, comment, or clarification so far? So, we'll share an example. Shri Guru shares this and we love it personally, you know? Love it. So Shri Guru says, like, in sports, any sport, say football, for example, extremely popular in European countries and many other countries. Football as a sport, say. Now, currently, it can be subjective, but currently, the best football players in the world, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, or someone may say, argue Harry Kane or this French footballer Mekpa, or however you pronounce his name. But let's say Messi and Ronaldo, okay, the two best footballers in the world. And imagine the Football World Cup final. And imagine Portugal and Argentina are in the final. And imagine it's happening in London Wembley Stadium. So the highest level of football game, the two best countries, teams participating in the best of the best stadiums. Such high level on a Sunday night. Now on a Sunday, now on that particular day, how many people would want to go to a club or a field and play football themselves? I mean, those who are football lovers, would they relish more watching the best of the teams play? And within the best of the teams, the best of the players, Messi and Ronaldo play, the best striker and the best defender. Defending is the best defender is trying to defend and the best striker is trying to strike. Will we not relish more than ourselves putting ourselves in that football pitch and wanting to play? If we try to imitate them, we will burn ourselves. We cannot imitate how they run, how they swiftly they tackle and all of these defense and attack, how they do it. We cannot imitate them. We will hit ourselves. We will injure. We will burn ourselves out. And if it in that process also, the relish we will get is what? Minute, just flickering, nothing, next to nothing. Next to nothing. And the relish of watching them play, oh, that's definitely a higher relish. So in this world, we should question ourselves, what is the highest pleasure in this world? And for how long and how much? How long and how much? Everything in this world is very temporary. And for how long and how much? Sexual attraction, physical attraction, bodily attraction is the cause of bondage and is the cause of our material life. And it leads to more and more. Srimad Bhagavatam says this. But then whatever enjoyment, food enjoyment, enjoying through watching a nice movie, enjoying through going on a holiday, earning money, name, fame, everything is limited. Societal material world definition means whatever I own owns me. Whatever I enjoy, I am enjoyed by it. Like we have asked many times, what is the default status on WhatsApp? Someone uses WhatsApp, installs WhatsApp on his phone. What is the default status comes? It is something like this, right? Hi there, I am using WhatsApp, or I am available on WhatsApp, or I am using WhatsApp, right? Now, this is a reality check one can do for oneself. What is true? Hi there, I am using WhatsApp, or hi there, WhatsApp is using me? Hi there, I am using Instagram, or hi there, Instagram is using me. Hi there, I own this property, or I am owned by the property. That's material world. Whatever we own, we are owned by it. Whatever we control, we are controlled by it. Whatever we trying to enjoy, we are enjoyed by it. Take drug abuse. People think, okay, we are having drugs and enjoying. They are eaten up, swallowed by drugs, by drinks. And then there is this sex anonymous group, alcohol anonymous group, so on and so forth, like this. So this, if we want to relish the highest charm is seeing the great players meet and play. And we easily drop up our playing at that time. And we focus on their game, and we discuss the details of their game. Love is in the details. We discuss the details. And see, at that times, Portugal and Argentina, their teams, the team bus is out of the hotel going to Wembley, to the stadium in London. And now, if the tire, by any chance, the tire of the one of the buses goes flat, what we'll do? We will try to find a mechanic. We'll try to find someone who can fix the tire. Will we not? Yes, we will. Imagine the lift is not working, or something or in the stadium, imagine the light is not working. We'll try to find an electrical engineer or someone who knows and fix it. If Ronaldo is looking for water or banana or something, we'll try to arrange. So that is the job of the Manjaris. They make sure Yogmaya, through the agency of Yogmaya, that things are set in motion and happening. And this is where they find the highest joy. So there are three bhav, meaning sentiments, emotions. There are three emotions or sentiments. One is what? One is the emotion or sentiment of being a hero or an enjoyer. Or a heroine or enjoyed. Yes, king or queen, prince or princess, like that, enjoyer or enjoyed. Then another Nayak and Naika in Sanskrit, it says Nayak and Naika. And another sentiment is what? Sevika, of a servant. Our mentality, someone in a male body, he has to give up his mentality that I am the dominator, I am the enjoyer, or even in a female body. We have to give up this mentality. I am the enjoyer, or I am the dominator. And also give up that, okay, I am the queen or the princess or anything. We have to be the facilitator. The Sevika role we have to take. Only then we can justify, we can fulfill the desire and will of Prabhupada. Prabhupada writes in the purport, Ritik says, Prabhupada writes in the purport of the first shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1. And elsewhere also Prabhupada writes, not coming in memory, maybe first canto or some canto, that yes, one should study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Also, one should study previous Acharya's books. Why not? We should be, as long as we are studying Gaudiya Grantha, it is bona fide. If we consider ourselves to be Gaudiya Vaishnavas, then if we are studying Gaudiya Grantha, Gaudiya scriptures, it is bona fide. And within Gaudiya scriptures, we should, you cannot force anyone, one cannot be forced. But if we are following the lead of a devotee, then we should see, especially when we say lead of a devotee, meaning if I'm trying to, if I've taken Guru Padasha, if I'm taken shelter of the transcendental lotus feet of my spiritual master, then it is no brainer I should be following him, nothing else. If I belong to him, I am his. Whatever he likes, I should be doing that. The mood that he is in, I should be trying to be in that mood. I should be understanding and the utmost of it. There's nothing like separate, then there's nothing like independent. It shouldn't be. Whatever is there, I should come out of it. So understanding the mood, understanding the mission, understanding the message and the mercy of Shri Guru, which is not different from Srila Rupa Goswami's, Shad Goswami's, Srila Prabhupada, current Guru Vargas, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Times, place, circumstance could be different. But the message, the purity, the requirement is the same, and the requirement is what? Becoming humble, becoming pure, becoming honest, genuine, real. Not to jump over, not to be blasphemous, not to be offending, and not to look good or sound good. And it's not like, okay, to show, oh, how many slokas I know, how many reading, how many book distribution. Nothing of this. We have to give up this bodily identity, bodily sense gratification, bodily sense enjoyment. Only then we can somewhat understand, we can relish. Higher taste we have to develop. So this giving up, coming out of this conscious, and how does it happen? Through mercy only. Everything happens through mercy. We have to pray. Doesn't matter, we may chant n number of rounds, we may read whatever hours, we may fast, whatever. It is all through mercy, by mercy, to beg for that mercy. The qualification to enter in Manjari Bhava and to do Raganuga Bhakti or understand pure Krishna consciousness, the qualification is to consider oneself unqualified, utterly unqualified to realize. And in order to realize that, we have to do good sadhana. Unless we do good sadhana, we can never realize that how unqualified we are. We have to do very dedicated, strong sadhana, good sadhana, be a good follower. So this is the Sevika mood. And in Braj, everywhere, well, Braj or outside Braj, in this world or that realm, spiritual realm altogether, any of the Vaikuntha realms, everyone is a servant. Everyone is servant. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, Arsa Bhritya. So we all are serving. Now it is that is basic, that is the principle. But now we understand we serve as what? We are serving, but serving as a Manjari. We would like to serve as a Manjari now. That Mahaprabhu came to give, and we should be opening our hearts or following the lead of our devotee to understand it. Serve as who? Okay? So, in everyone in the universe, Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Rest all are serving only. And this is Bhagavatiya Siddhant. Those who are pure devotees, it's a transcendental competition. They relish more than Krishna. Krishna then relishes more, and it keeps on increasing like this. Fair enough. But still, we all are caused by Krishna. Either internal energy, those who are situated under internal energy, or those who are situated under external or marginal energy. Everyone is caused by Krishna. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. We all are servants. We all are serving. Now we learn to serve as a facilitator, as a Manjari, how she serves. So this thing, and Mahaprabhu's teachings, if we see, okay, so we read little bit more on again on the purity or this Manjari Bhav. So please bring on screen Chaitanya Chaitamit Madhya Lila, chapter 8, text 228. We will read 228 and 229 and 230. Madhya Lila, chapter 8, 228, 220. This is in continuation of what we have been reading so far. We read till 214. In our own time, please read the entire chapter. But now we go to 28. Atev gopi bhav kari angikar ratri dine chinte radha krishne ravihar. Ateva means therefore. Conclusion. So, hence, Gopi Bhava Kari Angikar. Angikar means to accept, to imbibe, take on. Gopi Bhav. Ratri Dine, day and night, Chinte Kori, one meditates. Things means meditates. Radha Krishna Vihara. So this is Ramanand Rai Mahaprabhu speaking. Mahaprabhu is acknowledging this. Amanda, read translation, please.
Therefore, one should accept the mood of the gopis in their service. In such a transcendental mood, one should always think of the pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna.
Next translation, let us see, please. सिद्ध देह चिंती कोरे ताहानि सेवन सिद्ध देह चिंती कोरे ताहानि सेवन सखी भावे पाए राधा कृष्ण चरण. Ritik, read translation.
After thinking of Radha and Krishna and their pastimes for a long time, and after getting completely free from material contamination, one is transferred to the spiritual world. There, the devotee attains an opportunity to serve Shri Radha and Krishna as one of the gopis.
Yeah. Should we not be fascinated by this? Have we found anywhere else in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Kindly let us know. We take Chaitanya Charitamrita as authority, right? Bhagavatam as authority. Bhagavatam brings Pancham Purusharth, which is love of Godhead. That's what Bhagavatam establishes. Yeah, this is why Prabhupada said that Bhagavad Gita is the foundational study or graduation study, right? Then Bhagavatam is the postgraduate study, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is the doctorate study. So Bhagavad Gita establishes what? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Of course, that also establishes love of Godhead, attaining, and now those who have Manjari understanding, they can relish Bhagavad Gita, but with that Manjari mindset. Now Bhagavatam, Prema Pumartho Mahan, है ना? It establishes love of Godhead is the topmost hankering to attain for. है ना? That is, we are not after Krishna, we are after love of Krishna. That's our goal. Krishna Prem, not Krishna. Krishna Prem is what we are aiming. And the transformation of Krishna Prem, like yesterday we were saying, na, there is ghee in milk. Is it visible? No. Likewise, the Krishna Prem, the gradation of that, it is in gradation, and the topmost stage of that Krishna Prem is Shri Radha Dasyam. And who are those who are in who relishes Radha Dasyam? Those are Manjaris. The maximum who are absorbed, attained in Radha Dasyam are the Manjaris. So this is Prabhupada's writing Chaitanya Charitamrita. In entire Chaitanya Charitamrita, let us know if anywhere else Mahaprabhu is having any dialogue on giving Shantaras, on giving Dasyaras, on giving Vatsalyaras or Sakhyaras, telling, okay, take, I bless you, I bestow you, or this makes me most happy, this is topmost. Same when we have not attached to anything right now. We have an opportunity, golden, to become attached. That is our parampara. If we tell ourselves Gaudiya Vaishnavas in the parampara, I'm a follower of Rupa Goswami, I'm a follower of Srila Prabhupada, then this is the teachings. These are what is the desire of Srila Prabhupada. And read next also, please. Gopi अनुगत्य विना ऐश्वर्य ज्ञाने भजिले है नाई पाए व्रजेंद्र नंदने. And you read translation, please.
Unless one follows in the footsteps of the gopis, he cannot attain the service of the lotus feet of Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. If one is overcome by knowledge of the Lord's opulence, he cannot attain the Lord's lotus feet, even though he is engaged in devotional service.
So it is clear, we sing Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, hai ki nahi? We worship, we look forward, oh, I want to go to Vrindavan, Mayapur. Who resides in Mayapur? Radha Madhav with Ashtasakhis. Huh? Who resides in Vrindavan? Radha Shyam Sundar with Lalita Vishaka. Krishna Balram also there, Gaura also is there. But our parampara is what? What is our parampara giving? And if we want to, simple as that, if someone wants to, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a Yugal mantra. Yugal meaning divine couple. It's a mantra for two. God is singular ultimately, and God as that singular has become two, Radha into Radha Krishna. And the mantra, the Mahamantra which we chant is for the divine couple. And if we want to attain their association, attain their seva in Braj, then we have to follow the footstep of a gopi. As simple as that. If we don't accept the footstep of a gopi, if we do not come in anugatya bhav, subservient mood, following the footstep of a gopi, we can never serve the divine couple. We may serve Krishna separately, Radha separately, but not the divine couple, no. We can serve either of them, but separate. And if we are still in a male body and male identity, then we can never serve Radharani. We can serve. Radharani accepts sevas only from those in female body, female identity. There's only one male servant of Radharani, who is Sham Sundar, who is Krishna. Rest all are sevikas, rest all are dasis. We have that opportunity to be that dasi. So this is our parampara and this is what it is giving. To speak, there are division of gopis. You know, there are divisions of gopis. What are the divisions? Nitya Siddha gopis, who are eternal associates of Lord. They come under the shelter of the internal potency of the Lord, Swarup Shakti, Antaranga Shakti. And them, they have their seva also, Swatantramai, meaning independent seva. First of all, gopis, they are in four moods. Radharani is in the leader of one of the moods of serving of the gopis serving Krishna. Chandravali is opposite party gopi. Chandravali is Radharani's cousin, but their mood is separate. Radharani's mood is Krishna, you are mine. Chandravali's mood is Krishna, I am yours. So we, Rupa Goswami, our parampara comes under Radharani's mood. So we are in that mood. We serve the mood of Radharani, and Radharani's predominant mood is what? Highest mood she is, Krishna, you are mine. Chandravali's mood is Krishna, I am yours. Krishna, I am yours, yes. Then there are other gopis. So we are Radharani's paksha, swapaksha. Chandravali's paksha is vipaksha, the opposite party. Then there is Surit paksha, neutral. Means Shama or Shebya, don't remember now exactly. So she is neutral to Radharani, neutral to Chandravali. So it's fine, she is neutral. And another is Surit Paksha, more friendly to Radharani than to other gopis or to Krishna, like this. So there are these different camps of gopis. Then within these different camps, there's Nitya Siddh gopis, there's Sadhana Siddh gopis. Some gopis who attained perfection through sadhana. Who are those gopis? Shrutichari gopis, Munichari gopis, like the personified Vedas. 10th canto, 87 chapter speaks of that. The personified Vedas, they did worship and they desired. The personified Vedas, when they got to know of Raslila and this conjugal, it invoked a desire in them to serve Krishna in this mood as a gopi. So they attained it. Then Rishichari gopis, Munichari gopis, this Dandakaranya, towards the end of Lord Ram's pastimes, the sages in Dandakaranya forest, which is still there in India, in the western part of India, there the sages were doing worship and they were who got the darshan of Lord Ram. And at that time, it rose in their heart. They had this desire to associate with the Lord, but in a conjugal mood. So Lord Ram blessed them that I will come as Krishna, and I will do Ras Leela, and you can participate with me then. So there are different divisions of gopis. In different moods, there are different divisions of gopis. But you know what is our parampara? Where do we follow or how do we worship? Srinath Acharya, Srinath Thakur, he wrote a message in Mahaprabhu's. This captures the mood of our parampara. Aradhya Bhagavan Brajes Tanayes Tadhama Vrindavanam रम्या काचिदुपासना व्रजवधू वर्गेण या कल्पितम् श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेम पुमर्थो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभुर्मतमिदं तत्र परो नादरः. We are conscious of time, so just to bring out the message, Brajavadhur, the followership we do is of the Vadhus of Vraja. Vadhus meaning married girl, married gopi. So, in Ras Leela, there were different gopis. Some were unmarried, very few though, but there were some unmarried gopis, which are called Braja Kumaris. They were unmarried. And then there were Brajavadhus, maximum married gopis. And these Manjaris, they are also married. Okay? And they follow these married gopis and they serve them. So our parampara, Rupa Goswami and all, we come under these Manjaris serving the mood of Srimati Radharani. And this is what is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita. May not be in so clean, clear, direct, but it is there. Now the term Manjari may not be there, but the mood, sentiment, emotion, all is there. And why the term Manjari is not there? Again, because it is confidential. To protect the sanctity, to protect the purity. And on our part, we have to be humble, we have to be sincere. Otherwise, we will burn out. Otherwise, if we try to jump over or before becoming pure and if we show an act of purity, we will burn out. So this should invoke humility in us, this should invoke greediness, and all will come only by the mercy of spiritual master when we learn to follow. This is what is required to be a sincere learner follower. To say more, say all this what we read, we sing them pretty much on a daily basis. We'll share some songs which kind of lead to our Manjari Bhav, and some songs they are proper Manjari Bhav songs. So the first song we sing waking up in the morning, those who live in the temple naturally they sing, and outside of the temples in their homes, those who do worship they sing what? Guru Ashtkam. So please bring on screen Guru Ashtkam, and we will read text 5 and 6, the translation of it. Because of conscious of time, we don't have time to unfortunately sing Guru Ashtkam and go, but we'll request Andrew to read text 5 and Amanda to read text 6. Translation 5 and Amanda 6.
The spiritual master is always eager to hear and chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radhika and Madhava, and their qualities, names, and forms. The spiritual master aspires to relish these at every moment. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master.
The spiritual master is very dear because he is expert in assisting the gopis who, at different times, make different tasteful arrangements for the perfection of Radha and Krishna's conjugal loving affairs within the groves of Vrindavan. I offer my most humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master.
Now, we all know this prayer by heart, don't we? Ritik, you know this prayer by heart, right? We hope Ritik, he knows by heart. Andrew Amanda knows by heart. We all know. Most practitioners, we sing this prayer. We may not know by heart, say, but still we sing these prayers in temple, and especially if we are initiated or desiring to get initiated, we are exposed to Guru Ashtakam, right? We sing them by heart. And what it is an offering to the spiritual master. And it is explaining the identity of the spiritual master. Who is the spiritual master? And the nature of the seva. What seva is he engaged in? Bring us any prayer within our Gaudiya Parampara where it says that spiritual master is serving as a sakha, or spiritual master is serving as a vatsalya, like that. Again, Manjaris do all sorts of seva, but this is like specific. As in, again, here we read text 5 and 6, and I'm not saying we are reading out of context or just picking 5 and 6. If we read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get that meaning all of it. Hai na? The first stanza, the second stanza, the third stanza, all of that. But 5 and 6 is, it's not like there is any contradiction. The identity is settled in 5 and 6. Spiritual master is always eager to hear and chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radha Madhav. Like we say, Bhakti Vinod's writings and teachings and our acharyas somewhere in Hindi we came across, it's amazing. Pani piyo chan ke. How does it go, Ritik? If you are okay to unmute. Pani piyo chan ke.
गुरु ढूंढो जान के.
Yes. पानी पियो छान के, guru karo जान के, guru ढूंढो जान के, है ना? Meaning, when we drink water, we naturally drink filtered water, or we make sure that it's a filtered, purified, clean water, है ना? So, छान के, it's like little bit play with word, but the message is true that when we drink water, it should be filtered and seen it's pure, clean, and all. So make sure you are drinking clean, clear water. Likewise, make sure that you are actually following a Raganuga Gaudiya Vaishnav spiritual master. You know, actually, if someone who is accepting disciples and if he is not self-realized himself, it's very lethal. It's very dangerous. Because of the spiritual master, if the personality himself does not know his transcendental identity, as in he has not been blessed, if he has not attracted that mercy, है ना? If he himself has not attracted that mercy from his spiritual master, if he has not learned, if he has not become a proper follower, true follower in the genuine sense, and if he is not self-realized, how can he lead his disciples? How can he train? It's not like, okay, spiritual master and disciples are getting trained simultaneously. Okay, fine, I can still accept disciples, and 5 years, 10 years down the line, I will become self-realized, and then, okay, I will. No, it doesn't work like that. It should not. It should not. You know? So the spiritual master, he should be clear in his identity in line with the parampara. And the disciples, he trains them. So, is always eager to hear and chant the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radha Madhav and their qualities, names, forms, you know, is relishing every moment. And then sixth C is the ultimate, is very dear because he's expert in assisting the gopis. Who assists the gopis? Manjaris. They are the assistants. Nobody else, Sakhas, elderly Gopas, elderly Gopis in Vatsalya or those servants, no, they don't. Gopis do not take assistance from them. And here is Nikunja Seva. So Manjari is assisting the Gopis who at different times make different tasteful arrangements for the perfection of Radha Krishna's conjugal loving affairs within the groves of Vrindavan. Okay? So is this not Manjari Bhava then speaking of? It is. Now, Tulasi Arti is a prayer we sing daily, is it not? Yeah. And I just say, like, speaking for myself, I make lots, buffle a lot, bluff a lot, lie a lot, manipulate a lot. And it's in Tulsi Arti, it's like, okay, look at the mockery I'm doing. Just speaking for myself. Or see, in this context, Tulsi Arti we sing. What is the prayer we are asking for? Yeah. मोरय अभिलाष विलास कुंज दियो वास नयने हेरी बो सदा युगल रूप राशि. That's stanza 3. How it evolves, you see. Then ए निवेदन धरो सखीर अनुगत करो सेवा अधिकार दिए कोरो निज दासी. Stanza 4. It does not say koro nij das. Do we pray like that? No, we don't. Ever heard in any temple we sing Koro Nija Das? No. The aspiration is to be a Dasi. We all say this. But sometimes it may happen. We have been exposed to the teachings, we have been exposed to the practice so much so become initiated, double initiated, but we may still be doing brainlessly without much thinking. It could well be that we are still at the first stage of Krishna consciousness or coming to second stage, as in, I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that itself is such a huge knowledge for us that, okay, Baba, I have now somehow doing 16 rounds. It takes 2 hours. I have to do so many other things and I have to preach this, that, and all. And I've done these courses. I've applied for initiation. I've got initiated, double initiated. Now, please don't modify me anymore. Don't change me anymore. Don't ask me to modify more or all of this understanding. I know this. I sing this. Anna. And it doesn't happen like this, or spontaneously, or we just sing and that bhav will come, or you will go to Godhead and you will get to know who you are, or just see and you will be arranged to be taken as a gopi. No, we have to take that initiative. So 3 and 4 we read translation. Again, conscious of time, we can read all, but just read the translation of 3rd and 4th, please. Again, Andrew Amanda, read 3rd and 4th.
My desire is that.
Both of you have that desire, huh? That's great. That's great. Yeah.
Amanda, you go.
Easy.
My desire is that you will also grant me a residence in the pleasure groves of Sri Vrindavan Dham. Thus, within my vision, I will always behold the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna.
I beg you to make me a follower of the cowherd damsels of Vraj. Please give me the privilege of devotional service and make me your own maidservant.
Who is this talking, Bhava? Who says, make me your maid servant? And whose maid servant? Of a damsel of Braj, of a gopi, hai na? Parama gopi is who? Shrimati Radharani. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it says that Gaudiya Vaishnava practitioners, those who in Raganuga practice, the teachings of Raganuga practices, certain things should be avoided. Like one of them is hearing the pastimes of Dwarka and Mathura. Those all should be avoided. And just to come naturally, of course. But as we hanker for more mercy and as we are blessed by the spiritual association, this is why human life begins when we inquire into the existence of the Lord, but devotee life begins when we inquire into the pure devotee of the Lord. When we start loving a pure devotee of the Lord, when we appreciate, when we truly associate with Him in spirit and see the divinity in Him, then that will rub on us. So their Gaudiya Vaishnava followers, they are not interested in meditating on the pastimes on Dwarka and on Mathura. Not denying that those pastimes don't exist and they are not transcendental. They are there, but it's not for our mood. Yeah? So we don't meditate on the pastimes of Dwarka and Mathura. Ours is very specific. It's a specific prayer. So my desire is that you also grant me a residence in the pleasure groves of Vrindavan Dham, and I will behold the beauty of the divine couple, their pastimes, and then beg to make me a follower of a gopi. Whose follower are we wanting to become? Srimati Radharani. And the way is first becoming a follower of spiritual master. Yeah. First we will meet Guru Manjari. She will take us to our Manjari need. And then gradually, we will have darshan of the divine couple. Not direct. We are not saying we are direct followers of Radharani, no. But our Swamini is Srimati Radharani. So, make me a follower of the cowherd damsel of Raj, of a gopi. This is our begging. And give me the seva adhikar diye. I want to serve. Koro nij dasi. Through my seva, please accept me as a dasi. Now there are many songs Gaura Nitai glorifying. Nityanand Trayodashi comes. In all the temples, homes, those who are again Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they would know. Those who are general Vaishnavas, or those who are in other Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and those who are in other Sampradayas, they don't worship Gauranitai. They don't sing songs of Gauranitai. Those who are in other sampradayas, like the Sri Sampradaya ones, or this Rudra Sampradaya or the Kumar Sampradaya. They don't sing Gauranitai Bhajan. It is us Gaudiya Vaishnavas, not general Vaishnavas also. General Vaishnavas meaning those who are followers of Lord Vishnu, Narsingha Bhagwan, or Varadev, Vamandev, Lord Ramchandra. No, they don't sing Gauranitai songs like that, no. Gaudiya Vaishnava sings Gauranitai song. So Nityanand Trayodashi, there are many songs glorifying Lord Nityanand. Which is the song? Any thought? Which song would be just like saying, not like this, but a song which is commonly sung glorifying Lord Nityanand. Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Sushitala. So bring on screen, we'll read that. We would have sung so many times, Ye Chaya Jagat Judaye. Nitai Bine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai. Dridha Kodo Kori Dhoro Nitai Rapai. So without the mercy of Nitai Chand, we can never get Radha Krishna. So what does it mean if we are singing Gaura Nitai, if we are singing Panchatattva Mantra, if we are singing Nitai Pada Kamala? We are after Radha Krishna. And without Nitai's mercy, we cannot get Radha Krishna. So who is the role of spiritual master is manifold. He is Nityanand Prakash as well for his disciple. As in, he is the Adi Guru, the original Guru. That also. So again, we'll just read the English translation. So let us, four of us read. So Ritik read 1, then I can read 2, Andrew can read 3, Amanda 4.
The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight not only of one, but of millions of moons. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, it will be very difficult for him to approach Sri Sri Radha Krishna. If one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Sri Radha Krishna, he must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
Andrew or Amanda, either of you read, please.
Anyone who has not established his relationship with Nityananda Prabhu is understood to have spoiled his valuable human birth. Such a human being is actually an uncontrollable animal. Because he never uttered the holy name of Nityananda, he has become merged into so-called material happiness. What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him?
Amanda, please read 3.
Being maddened after false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? I don't care. The result is that he is accepting something false to be true. If you actually want to approach the association of Radha Krishna, you must first achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda. When he is merciful toward you, then you will be able to approach Radha Krishna. Therefore, you should firmly grasp the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
The lotus feet of Nityanand are not illusion. They are a fact. One who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityanand is also transcendental. Always try to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityanand. This Narottam Das Thakur, is very unhappy. Well, he is teaching us humility, and the contrast, and they mean it actually when our acharyas write, because the contrast is like that. And we never experience this unhappiness. We experience unhappiness out of our self-obsession, material, bodily based self-obsession. But Narottam Das is unhappy. Why? Because he's in Divya Dham, but then he is wanting more, hankering more. This Narottam Das is very unhappy. Therefore, I am praying to Nityanand to make me happy. My dear Lord, please keep me close to your lotus feet. So, I mean, again, if we question, is Mahaprabhu come to give Manjari Bhav or only Manjari Bhav, or where in scripture, or what is our parampara? What this is the basic, this is the ABC, I would say. This is the beginning. This is basic information, Someone selling car, Mercedes cars, should he not be knowing, okay, how it originated, how it started, what it does, what's the best car? So many cars Mercedes has, this is the best car, and all sort of thing. This is like that. Bring out any song written by our acharyas, which we sing worship, wherein they are saying that not worship Radha Krishna, but worship anyone else, Sitaram or Narsinga Bhagwan, or like attain Lakshmi Narayan. No. Braja Bhakti means Radha Krishna. And the way to serve both of them, the divine couple, not just Radharani, not just Krishna, the divine couple, is only by attaining a Manjari Bhav. That Mahaprabhu came to give. When he says Gopi Bhav, it is Manjari Bhav. You go to next song, Gauranga Bolite Hobe. Such Narottam Das songs these are. And look, again, we are a bit conscious of read translation only, text 4 and 5. Prabhupada sang this song, used to love singing this song, all these songs, especially Gauranga Bolite Hobe, sure. So Ritik, read 4 and Andrew, read 5 translation.
When shall I be very much eager to study the books left by 6 Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami? By their instructions, I shall be able to properly understand the loving affairs of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna.
My only aspiration is to attain the lotus feet of the 6 Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Narottam Das constantly prays to attain their lotus feet.
Now, we all would have sung this song, practicing Krishna consciousness, directly, indirectly, in a temple, knowingly, unknowingly. Again, but we are beginners in Krishna consciousness in a sense that yes, we haven't found our rati yet. Our rati is still unborn, ajat. There's no attraction, attachment. So we are still beginners. But still, in this life, in this body, we have been exposed. So much so we are desiring for initiation or being initiated. We would have attended some Gaur Purnima festival, Nityanand Trayodasi festival, have we not? And sung these songs, know these songs. But look, we sing this, but where is the mood? And do we actually, then should it not invoke an inquisitiveness among us? Study the books left by the Goswamis, 6 Goswamis. Then Prabhupada is writing the translation purport, yes. So we should be eager to study the books left by the Goswamis. As long as again we are studying Gaudiya Grantha, we should be studying. We should be studying. And what are the books written by the Goswamis, 6 Goswamis? all on pure devotional service. But when it comes to mood, bhav, and what they have attained, that's the thing. Now, what they have attained is Manjari bhav, and they have left also. They have relished this, tasted this, left it for us, as in like, okay, they are through. No, they are in the eternal realm, and they have left their footprints, their mercy prasad for us to relish and join their company. So when will I be eager to study the books left by the six Goswamis, headed by Srila Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami? And then by instruction, I shall be able to properly understand the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. A Sakha is not interested in understanding the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. And Sakha knows also not. Those in Vatsalya Bhav, they also don't know and they are not interested. Those in Dasya Bhav, who are this is speaking for them? In Madhurya Bhav, in the topmost of that Madhurya Bhav ultimate stage, the bhajan Narottam Das Thakur is writing, our Acharya sing and we sing, is for this Manjari Bhav. Now these are indications, these are leading towards Manjari Bhav, okay? Although for me, Guru Ashtakam settles. This is why it's extremely important to search out the personality. Prabhupada also says, before taking initiation, the disciple, the prospective disciple, he should exercise this right to check his spiritual master. And the spiritual master should also check his disciple. Should. But in association, we should be trained. That's what we understand. In association, we should be trained to understand our parampara, the mood of our parampara. The mood of our parampara is serving the divine couple in Parakiya Bhav, in Paramore mood. Manjaris, they are married to their husbands and families and all. And their service is confidential. It's very confidential service. They are loyal to serving the lotus feet of Radharani. They do not after want to go Sham Sundar. Like we read in those translations, they do not want any physical intimacy from Sham Sundar or in a conjugal affair from Sham Sundar. When Radharani relishes with Sham Sundar, that's when they get the highest joy. And that is all their focus. Okay? So, coming in this parampara, in this lineage, and if we are aspiring for initiation, we should look for the spiritual master and we should see what our spiritual master is offering, his kirtan and classes. What classes is he offering? If we sing Guru Ashtakam and if we say that my spiritual master is engaged in serving the divine couple in the groves of Vrindavan, then yes, what classes is my spiritual master offering? Is it not? On the Madhurya Bhav, or how is he teaching, how is he training me? Openly, whichever way, and that will reflect, what is the face is the index of the mind, is it not? What is in our internal mood or in our internal preparation, hankering, cry, call, internal sadhana, that will get externalized, that will come to the picture, that will come in outside, it will be seen, it will be observed. Symptoms cannot be held back. It's not demonstrating them is another thing, not demonstrate them. But those who are seeking and those who are sincere and those who are blessed and those who know will know. So, Guru Pani Piyo Chan ke Guru Karo Jan ke. It is the most important thing is for his disciple to have a heart-to-heart connection with his spiritual master. And in our parampara, if someone is spiritual master should be self-realized, and spiritual master should be giving none other than what Shad Goswamis are giving. None other than that. And spiritual masters, that is real Gauravani, that is Gauravani Pracharine, Paratattva Prakashine. Preaching the Gauravani and manifesting this desire in a sadhaka's heart. Identity is the utmost critical. If at all to protect, again, protect our identity, protect our association. When we are in good, inspiring association, our identity will shine, come out. Only in that saja. Bring on screen, please, Chaitanya Chaitamit Madhya Leela, chapter 22, text 131. This is Mahaprabhu teaching to Sanatan Goswami. Our identity is utmost important, and this identity sambandh abhiday prayojan. Our identity, our purpose, and the practice. Practice will fructify in good association, which will bring our identity. Our practice will also then enhance. Our purpose will be more clear like this. Amanda, read translation.
One should taste the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of pure devotees, and one should associate with the devotees who are more advanced than oneself, and who are endowed with a similar type of affection for the Lord.
This is the key for advancement in Krishna consciousness. This is the key for success. For attaining pure Krishna consciousness, the taste of Srimad Bhagavatam, we can relish it only in the association of pure devotees. Srimad Bhagavatam Arthanam Aswade Rasike Sahe. When we follow. And in that, I should be seeing, yes, I am so blessed that certain devotees came in my life, and I see them as advanced, as evolved, as true, as genuine, as pure, as humble. They have got the message of Mahaprabhu in their heart through Mahaprabhu's blessings, mercy. And we follow, we tag along, we serve them. And we come out of any self-centeredness or any self-independent sort of nature. Okay? So these are those songs which we just saw, hinting towards, like not hinting, telling our parampara and what is the aim and goal of our parampara, what are we aiming. And we have to get initiated, and it is extremely again important for the disciple to see his spiritual master and spiritual master to see his disciple. Spiritual master, is he just giving me the external meaning of Mahaprabhu's appearance, or is he giving me the internal meaning of Mahaprabhu's appearance? If spiritual master is not giving the internal meaning of Mahaprabhu's appearance, then is he really preaching Gaura Vani? Now, songs which are direct on Manjari Bhav, we won't be able to, shortage of time, we won't be able to sing them, relish them. But Radha Krishna Prana Mora Jugal Kishora Radha Sham Prana Mora Jugal Kishora. Now, few minutes back we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela chapter 8, text 201 to 14. And some of the things came that they fan the divine couple. Here Narottam Das is singing, and he's singing, when will I make you sit? This is so meditative song, so meditative prayer, is it not? What we read, we see all of it, Narottam Das Thakur captured in a song. What we read, those texts, right? That rather the divine couple, he is his life and soul, be living or not living. He has complete taken shelter, refuge of them. Then he brings the divine couple to the forest. The forest, Vrindavan forest, nicely decorated. This Manjaris look after, decorate, make sure. And then they make the divine couple sit on a throne. They make this throne. Now imagine, this is simplicity, this is charm, and all our heart is hankering for that. This is the higher taste. This is replacing, rather than us sitting on a throne, or me and my wife, I'm the enjoyer, she's the enjoyer, we enjoy. No, there's not that mentality at all. The mentality is pure sevika. Pure sevika. Externally, Manjaris are married. Fine, they do their duty. That is duty bound. They do it. But in their trueness, in their consciousness, in their identity, they are sold to Radharani. And they bring the divine couple together, and that is where they relish the most. And this Mahaprabhu has given us, brought to give to us. So they bring the divine couple to these groves of Vrindavan. They make a jewel. They make them sit on the jewel. On the throne, and they swing, and in pleasant weather, springtime, autumn time, they make them झूला झूलाते हैं ना. How do you say झूला झूलाना, Ritik, in English? How to say झूला झूलाना, झूला झूलाते हैं राधा कृष्ण को इंग्लिश में, है ना. Then look, studded, jewel studded throne they make swing and make them swing, and then they anoint, they make you decorate them. This is all we read, right? And I will fan Narottam Das Thakur. Who is he in the spiritual realm, in the eternal realm? Champaklata Manjari. He is fanning. This is the desire he's saying as a sadhaka. When will I have this desire? I will do this in his meditation. I will do this. I will do this. He's actively saying, na, he's not telling, okay, Krishna, you make me do whatever you want me to do. You want me to serve you like this as a sakha? Okay, I will serve you as a sakha. No, Krishna says, why will I tell you? Why will I tell you, Baba? Krishna does not say, okay, come to the temple like this. No, no. Shastras speak. Devotees speak and all. Okay, you go serve Krishna. Why will Krishna say? Is it as if Krishna is hankering, as if Krishna is experiencing some deficit, or I'm missing out on sakhas? Maybe I need some more sakhas. Yogmaya, can you send some sakhas from the earthly realm? Send some sakha party from ISKCON or this Gaudiya Math to me, and I need some sakhas actually. Okay, enough of sakhas. Now I need this. No, it doesn't work like that. He is actively saying, I will anoint, I will do this, when will I do this, that and all. So decorate them, worship them, bring them together, make them speak, make them talk. Essentially, he's creating a proper honeymoon, divine transcendental honeymoon, divine transcendental picnic. Give them flowers, garlands, all of this. This is the Manjari Bhava Upasana, Manjari Bhava prayer. These are the roles of Manjaris. This is what the Manjaris do. And if I read text 5, with the permission of all the Sakhis, Agya, following the order, headed by Lalita and Vishakha, I will serve the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. If we have ever sung this prayer, and if we actually like it, if we desire it, then we are essentially desiring to say, Krishna, we want to be a Manjari. But it's like chanting Mahamantra. We chant the Mahamantra, but we chant unconsciously. We chant without focus. We chant without clarity. We chant without attention. We don't know what we are chanting. We chant it. So we get purified. So we sing songs. We get purified. And it keeps us in Vaishnava community, devotee association, okay. But then that is where some devotee enters in our life, intervenes, penetrates our heart, and tells us, look, you have been singing these songs, and it's not wrong, and you should continue singing these songs, but this is what it means, and getting into that mood. And this can never be manufactured. This can never, like, I cannot learn languages. Okay, if I know languages, I will make it. If I am nothing, only by mercy. It's not like if I start chanting 64 rounds daily, knowing all the languages and just sleep 2 hours, 3 hours. No, that's not how we become a pure devotee of the Lord. Only by following the lead of a pure devotee. For that, we have to first search a pure devotee in the parampara, whom we see as a Manjari, and follow that person's lead. Otherwise, we could well be in parampara, but getting purified. And just becoming pure devotee. Yeah, pure devotee means what? Saintly. He's surrendered to the will of the Lord. But then surrendered, then he needs to know more, right? Just like yesterday we were saying that going to get a passport. Do you have a criminal record? No, I don't have a criminal record. Is your eyesight fine? Health fine? No disease? Yes, no disease. No drugs. All of this. So you are a loyal, law-abiding citizen? Yes, I am. Give me a passport? No. Who are you? What is your name? All those things, no? That inquiry has to be done. So This is the Manjari Bhav Upasana prayer. Then another song, Manjari Bhav song, which we sing is Dekhite Dekhite Bhulibo Bakobe Nij Sthula Porichoya. Dekhite Dekhite Bhulibo Bakobe Nij Sthula Porichoya. नयने हेरिबो ब्रजपुर शोभा नयने हेरिबो ब्रजपुर शोभा नित्य चिदानंद मोया. This again Bhaktivinoda Thakur sung this, we believe, and all Manjari Bhavupasana and the prayer and the focus. You know? So let us read some translations in here, maybe 3 and 4, okay? Trying to shrink in everything, let's say. So Andrew read 3, Amanda read 4. Until then Ritik will let us know how to say in English झूला झूलाना है ना. ये इंग्लिश में how to say कि झूला झूलाना है.
I shall obtain my own eternal spiritual body, transcendental name, and specific type of beauty and dress for the pleasure of Krishna. And when, by the power of Sri Radha's causeless mercy, will I be allowed entrance into the pastimes of divine love of Krishna?
As I go with a water pot on my head to draw water from the Yamuna river, I shall cherish remembrance of the mellows of conjugal love that unite Sri Radha and Krishna. Thus, being enchanted by their divine love, I will madly sing the glories of Sri Radha, just like a raving lunatic.
Who does this? Not the Sakhis of Radharani, not the Sakhis. They are the friends of Radharani, and in that there's little bit of Sankoch. Ritik, what is Sankoch is in English? Some hesitation. Huh? Huh? There's little bit of shyness, awkwardness, hesitation, you know. So Radharani and the Sakhis, and they respect each other. There's some bit of, but with maid servants, Radharani is fully open, no hesitation. And these are the maidservant talking. Now in third, it may seem okay, the maidservant is saying for the pleasure of Krishna. For the pleasure of Krishna meaning, but she's pointed to Radharani. Why? Radharani finds most pleasure in serving Krishna. Yeah. In one sutra to capture our parampara's mood, Amara Ishwari Shri Vrindavaneshwari. Amara Ishwari meaning our controller, our Swamini, our worshipable deity. Amara Ishwari होय श्री वृंदावनेश्वरी श्री स्वामिनी श्रीमती राधा रानी तारे प्राणनाथ है ना. हर लॉर्ड तारे प्राणनाथ बोली भजे गिरिधारी. द मंजरी सर्व कृष्णा but knowing what Krishna is Radharani's prannath, life and soul, with that identity, with that mood. So this is a Manjari Bhav prayer. Now if we sing and pray this, there are more prayers, okay? There are more prayers. But none of the prayers tell Sakha Bhav or Dasya Bhav or Vatsalya Bhav or take this. Yeah, become a Sakha or a Vatsalya. Manjaris appreciate all of that. Why not? Do not Manjaris meet Nand Baba and Yashoda in Gokul? They meet them. And do they run away? Do not they appreciate their bhakti? This is why humility, na? They appreciate everyone's bhakti. Sakha's bhakti, when Radharani sees Sakha's bhakti, and she's like, oh no, look at the Sakhas, they love her more. So much so, Radharani says, a bee, an insect, loves Krishna more than I love, and cherishes the fortune of the bee, the insect, on Krishna's garland, that what is the fortune of the bee. And look how unfortunate I am. Such is humility, and such humility carries Manjaris. So they sing, chant, they know the glories of Sakhas, the glories of elderly Gopas, Gopis, Dasa, like that. But their mood is stick to them. You know? That is there, that they don't change. So the songs, our acharyas have written all songs. Some songs are like, what is that song Prabhupada used to sing a lot? Love it. He used to love it. Certain songs he used to sing quite regular. Jeevana Talamala. Oh, how does it go, huh? भजहु रे मन श्रीनंद नंदन अभय चरनार विंदरे दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे तरौए भव सिंधुरे है ना. So this song, maybe try to see if it can come on screen. Bhajahu re mana. Now, in this song, I doubt if he says, okay, Radha Krishna, Vrindavan, pastime, this is what I'm hankering, I'm wanting. Perhaps not. The other songs, Parama Karuna, or some other songs like Hari Hari Vipale Janama Guvainu, Manushya Janama Paya, Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya. They're not saying Manushya Janama Paya, Lakshmi Narayan Na Bhajiya, or Manushya Janam, like having attained this human form of life and I have not worshipped Lakshmi Narayan or not worshipped Ram Sita. If someone says it's not wrong, that's transcendental, but that's not our mood. That's not the parampara we belong to, what we mean to say. There's more direct. See this? Now this is pure gentle song. The mood, the prayer, okay? All good. It does not directly reveal Manjari. That okay, where is so certain songs are there. They are like very pure songs, still telling us towards Braj Bhakti, understanding the human form of life. The purpose of human form of life is to chant, do good sadhana, all of this, reading, hearing, chanting, all of this say. Not denying that. But our mood, Mahaprabhu has come to give Anarpita Charim Cherat. That which has been never bestowed before, the highest causeless mercy, the highest attainment possible for a living entity, Manjari Bhav. Another Manjari Bhav song is what? Kabe Gauravane. We see it on the screen, maybe bring. These are pure Manjari songs, and the songs where which Kabe as in when, these are hankering based songs. Kabe Gauravane Suradhuni Tate Haradhe Krishna Bole. Kabe Gauravane Suradhuni Tate Haradhe Krishna Bole. कांदिया बेड़ा बो देह सुख छाड़ी ननन लता तरुतले. So unfortunately we won't be able to read the translation, but this is a pure Manjari Bhav song. Hankering, desiring, lalsa, greed, and greed, hankering for what? Servitorship of the divine couple, Radha. Divine couple means a gopi. When wanting to serve the divine couple means a gopi. And then the mood Mahaprabhu is given is Manjari Bhav. We are anyways marginal potency, so we are in followership. We don't have an independent, we do not serve independently Radha or Krishna. Neither of them or both of them. There are some gopis who serve independently to Krishna. Some gopis who serve like Vishaka, she serves independently Radharani. But we are assistant. That's our Swarup, our identity. And Mahaprabhu is bestowing this mercy that yes, take this Manjari Swarup now. These are Gaudiya, Manjari Bhav songs. Varane tarite basatar bali kamala Manjari naam. 12.5 बरस बयस सतत स्वानंद सुखद धाम. Read the first translation only. Amanda, read.
This maidservant has a complexion just like lightning, and she is wearing a sari which has star-like decorations all over it. My name is Kamala Manjari, eternally appearing to be only 12.5 years of age. I always live within the abode of Svadhana Sukhada Kunja.
And Manjaris, they have their names, of course, their kunjas, respective kunjas where they serve, their seva, their instruction, their group leader, Ekadash Bhav, 11 Bhavs, and more. And it manifests, it appears in the heart of the practitioner only and only by the mercy of the spiritual master. And Prabhupada said this, spiritual master has to be self-realized. If a spiritual master is not self-realized, he cannot make his disciples self-realized, cannot. So ultimate song, these are all ultimate songs. Now here Kamala Manjari is who? Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Then another song. Now these songs may not be so well known. Another thing, fine. It should be well known amongst devotee community at least. We are not saying we go out in the streets and sing these songs or in temple daily sing these songs, but sometimes or within a circle we should be singing, reading, chanting, and developing this non-sectarian Manjari mood. If we are any sectarian, Radha Krishna will never accept us. Never ever accept us. No. None of the spiritual leader of any tradition, of any religion, Islam, Christianity, whatever, if a genuine spiritual teacher, he is non-sectarian. Love is non-sectarian. Pure devotee, it's not like it's a property of Hare Krishnas, it's a property of Gaudiya Maths, it's a property of Ritvik or ISKCON or no. One who has got that pure humility, one who has got that cry, one who has got that desperation, begging, desire, he can attain Krishna. Need not necessarily be a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or whosoever. One needs to have that symptoms, that quality, and he or she will be complete non-sectarian. God is non-sectarian. Krishna is non-sectarian. Transcendental realm is non-sectarian. Okay? Shirupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada Shirupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada Sei Mora Bhajana Pujana. These are the prayers we should be introduced, we should be singing, thinking of Manjari's mood is like this. Many times, devotees ask this question, is it not? Prabhuji, I want to do good japa. I want to do focused japa. Prabhuji, how can I be more fixed in Krishna consciousness? Prabhuji, I want to be more absorbed. How to get that relish? How to get the taste in japa? How to get the relish? Baba, if we do not understand who is japping, who is doing japa, who is chanting in what mood, what are we aiming for, and the mood we see our spiritual master, if we do not see that, if we do not understand our parampara and all, it's difficult. It's extremely difficult. It's like we want all these things, then Baba, we get trained, we learn. It's, Parikshit, what does Parikshit mean? To examine. Our role is to continuously search, to be inquisitive, to hanker. Then coming across a pure soul, building a relationship with him, being authorized, sanctioned, accepted by him, following his footsteps. This is text 8 of Nectar of Instruction. One has to see his spiritual master as a Brajvasi, and as a Brajvasi, as a Manjari. If we do not start with this vision, meditation, prayer, desire, if this is not our prayer to Radha Dasyam Sundar, and we end up praying that, okay, we want to learn, get more absorbed in seva, get more absorbed in japa and all, but if we don't take the association, how is it going to help? So overall, these are Manjari Bhav songs, proper full on Manjari Bhav songs. So, just to cover the practices mentioned in the scriptures, the Mahaprabhu has come to give again Manjari Bhav, only Manjari Bhav, that is the mood he is relishing. Radha Bhav, Manjari Bhav is relishing. For us, we are Anugati, in subservient nature, we are marginal potency, we are followers. We have the opportunity to be follower of a gopi and become a maid servant of Srimati Radharani by following the league of the gopis of Radharani. Radharani's camp gopis. That is what we are exposed to. Sad Goswamis have done that. So when we follow spiritual master, that's only when we follow spiritual master, that is when we follow the Sad Goswamis, that is when we follow Srimati Radharani. This thing. So these are the slokas, say text, which say Manjari Bhav Upasana, which bring out Chaitanya Charitamrita, what we studied. Then books on Manjari Bhav. Pure our acharyas have written. Prabhupada did not write, he did not have time, the audience also was not mature and ready. Now the audience should be maturing. Prabhupada had so many limitations. It's not that he's not a Manjari and it's not that he did not give any scriptures. He has given. And he's referring Ujjwal Nilmani, Govind Lilamrit, all of such. So specific books on Manjari Bhav, we read, Gauranga Boli Hete Hobe, when will I be eager to read the books left by the 6 Goswamis? So the books on Manjari Bhav, there are other books again which our Goswamis and Acharyas wrote, but none of them wrote books like giving us any other bhav or encouraging us to take us any other bhavs. They have told us of other bhavs, of other rasas, other moods. They have told us, and some of those pastimes they have told us, which we appreciate. It's not like we are any against listening. And in the beginning of our journey, we read Dwarka pastime, we read Mathura pastime. In the beginning, it's fine. Like in school, college, uni, until GCSE level, we study all subjects. But when we come to university, then we choose a stream. Is it not? Maths, science, arts, biology, history, physics, a particular. And then when we go more specialized, like doctors, we study general doctor study, but then someone studies medicine, someone studies orthopedic, someone studies surgery, someone studies this. And in that it goes specific. So like this, Bhakti is going specific. 1.8, that is what means 1.8 or narrow. So books our Acharyas wrote on Manjari Bhav. Stavamala, it's a collection of hymns and prayers by Rupa Goswami. Amongst that, there's one book, Utkallika Vallari, which speaks on Manjari Bhav. Extensive throughout Manjari Bhav. It is Rupa Goswami teaching us how the Manjari lives, cries, calls, attitude, prayer, and what seva happens in the eternal realm. Rupa Goswami as a sadhaka entering vision, like we get dreams, we get dreams. What, I'm going to Paris, I'm going to Disneyland, such sort of thing. And our dreams are all mundane. Our acharyas get vision, they get dream of seva happening in the eternal realm. And they come in and out of that dream. So that's captured in Utkallika Vallari, Rupa Goswami's, which our Gurudev will be starting from this coming Monday, and Monday, Wednesday, and Ekadasi day. So from 15 June, and India time, 3 to 5 p.m. He will be starting giving classes on Utkallika Vallari. That's a book on Manjari Bhav Upasana. Then Raghunath Das Goswami wrote Stavavali. It's a collection of prayers, hymns, verses and all. And amongst Stavavali, one of the books he wrote is Vilap Kusumanjali. That is on Manjari Bhav Upasana, complete, pure, start to end, 104 slokas. Our spiritual master, Srila Bhakti Swarup Govind Maharaj, today itself he concluded the sessions, all the slokas on Vilap Kusumanjali in Hindi. He will do it in English. Utkallika Vallari, he will start in Hindi and then do in English also. Now, Raghunath Das Goswami wrote another book, Manasiksha, that does not speak out and out on Manjari Bhav, but it shows how it's like how we should train our mind, how we should practice and train. And in that, he is writing that I want shelter of Radha Krishna, shelter of Radha Rani, Braj Priti, Braj Bhakti, pure. So, Utkalika Vallari, Vilap Kusumanjali, Prem Bhakti Chandrika and Pratna by Narottam Das Thakur. Then Vrindavan Mahimamrit Radharas Sudhanidhi by Srila Prabodhanand Saraswati Pad. Then Kalpadruma and Krishna Bhavnamrit Mahakavya by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, book on Manjari Bhav. Then Govind Leelamrit. And by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, a book on Manjari Bhav. And Ujjwal Neelmani has some verses on Manjari Bhav. These are our granthas on Manjari. Chatu Pushpanjali is one on Manjari Bhav. These are the books on Manjari Bhav. Proper start to end extensive description on Manjari Bhav. Govind Leelamrit, Krishna Bhavnamrit, Mahakavya. Now, Govind Leelamrit, Krishna Bhavnamrit, Mahakavya, these are, one is one who is very blessed, one who is extremely blessed, extremely pure. This is not something we can just read in. And if we are not working on our attitude of prayer, of humility, and constant prayer at the lotus feet of speech and master, we may read them and we may not get out of it, we may not find our charm, and reading them our mundane desires will come out, or so it has to be read in anugatya bhav, only in subservient nature. So overall, we are just understanding, Baba. I'm just putting it out, not saying that I am practicing. There are books on Manjari Bhav, there's the practice. If someone wants to learn more, know more, and how to practice and details A to Z, please contact His Holiness Bhakti Swarup Govind Maharaj and follow. Why not? All of this. So these are books on Manjari Bhav, some prayers on Manjari Bhav by our Sad Goswamis. What? Bhajami Radham Aravind Netram Smarami Radham Madhurasmitasyam Vadami Radham Karuna Bharardram Tato Mamanyasti Gatirna Kapi. This is Rupa Goswami praying. Bhajami Radha Arvinda Netram. I worship Radharani, her lotus, whose lotus eyes. Now, all this prayer now, just in this sentence itself, the eyes of Radharani, there's an entire pastime. The Manjaris, how Radharani through eye contact tells them, hey, I forgot my shawl in that other kunja, coming from that kunja to this kunja with Shyam Sundar, I forgot my shawl there. So she just, through her eyes, she just gives an indication to Raghunath Das Goswami. He understands the indication and he gets the shawl to Radharani. आंखों ही आंखों में इशारा आ गया. So these are not just songs they have written. These are all pastimes and coming from their heart, manifesting in song form. Madhura Smitasyam, Radharani's smile. Manjari's hanker for that, to see the smile of Radharani, to be called by Radharani. So we hanker for the smile of Gurudev. When spiritual master comes on Zoom, sings Kirtan with us and smiles. When spiritual master says, after we leading Kirtan, and when we sing in response and spiritual master says, so nice. We hanker for that. We cry, we beg for that. That's how Raghunath Das Goswami hankers and cries and begs and for that, all of it. And he says this, Tavaivasmi, na jivami tvaya vina, iti vigyaye devi tvam nayamam charanantikam. Again, Vilap Kusumanjali, Raghunath Das Goswami praying that I am yours, Radharani, I am yours. Understanding this, knowing this, kindly accept me as your maid servant. Furthermore, he says, Asha bharer amrita sindhu may kathanchit kalo mayati gamita kilasam pratam hi tvam chet mai kripam mai vidudhyasi neva kimme praner vrajena cha varoru bakari napi. Yeah? I have a firm resolve, yeah, that you will accept me. Yeah? But kindly accept me, because without you accepting me, what is the use of life? What is the use of Vrindavan? What is the use of Krishna to me? They are of no use. I'm happy to sacrifice Vrindavan. I'm happy to sacrifice Krishna. I'm happy to sacrifice life. I just need you, your shelter. Like Chataka bird is just praying for a rain, water to come from rain. He's very thirsty. He wants to drink water, but he won't drink water from anywhere else. Only rainwater. Likes is the mode of Manjari, is one pointed. So when we say one pointed bhakti, now we say, devotees say, right, Prabhuji, how to do one pointed bhakti? I would like to do one pointed bhakti. So follow the lead of our acharyas, na? Follow the lead of Gurudev. And one pointed, this is what one pointed like this. It's not to become any sentimental or look good or sound good. What is the wrong? Understand the parampara. Someone residing in the UK, if he has to get the citizenship, British citizenship, and it's not just UK, many countries, there's a citizenship test. Okay, you come from a different country, but you have been living in the country for 10 years or X number of years. You are legally you have legally applied for citizenship. Then they ask, okay, what is the culture? Tell us about British culture. What do you know? British history. How well do you fit in the society? Does he not learn all of it? So likewise, we should be learning, knowing what is Gaudiya Vaishnavas. This is the basic that Mahaprabhu has come to give. Manjari Bhava Upasana is the basic. We should be knowing this and then learning and building on it. So these are some shlokas that our acharyas pray. In Chatu Pushpanjali, Rupa Goswami prays this. What does he say? It is beautiful. He says, Keli Vishram Shino Vakra Keshavrindasya Sundari Samskaraya Kada Devi Janametam Nidekshasi. Keli Vishram Shino Vakra. Keli means pastimes. Now you see what we read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that they decorate all of this. All of this is a eternal pastime. It's like a full pastime in itself, the song. So because of those pastime, Keli Vishram Shino Vakra. Cause Vishram Shino is like falling. Vakra is curling hairs. There's a Muni, Vakra Muni, or like that. Means curling, deformed a bit. Because of your pastime with Shyam Sundar, Radharani, your hair, they are falling apart, they have become disarrayed, they have disarranged, they have become very curling and on. Kesha Vrindasya Sundari. Kesha is hair. All your hair. Radharani Sundari. Now, what is he saying? Samskaraya Kada Devi. Kada is important. When? When will you give me this seva that I can arrange your hair, Radharani? I can arrange your hair. After your pastime, intimate rendezvous with Krishna, you go to your home. Please give me this seva that I arrange your hair. Janametam Nidekshasi. I am here kindly begging this. So we say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We are asking for seva, we are asking for seva. Hare Baba, but then what particular seva we want? We have to go specific. So these are the prayers of Manjaris. This is how they pray. This is how they say and all. Again, this kada word is extremely important in all our prayers and everything. In Utkalika Vallari, which we will come, our Gurudev will teach us, Kadaham Sevive Vratati Chamari Chamarmurut. Vinodena Krina Krida Kusuma Shene Naste Vyapasum Daron Milan Netro Shramajala क्लिद्यत अलकौ ब्रुवानावन्योन्यं व्रजनवयुवानामिह युवम्. कदा हम सेविष्ये, when will I get this seva, Radharani? है ना, that I fan you, व्रतति चमरी चांवर चरूत, है ना, that I fan you, vinodena krida, after your loving pastime, your pleasure pastimes, shayane kushuma shayane neste vapaso, both of you, your body is resting on what? Flower beds, lotus flower beds, which is made in the groves. Your both of your you have rested in there. So when will I get this seva after your intimate pastimes, after your conjugal affair, that I can fan you? Both of you are sweating. Both of you are sweating, and both of you are whispering or talking to each other and sharing with each other. When will I witness? When will I see? All such prayers, all such prayers. One last prayer will say, प्रेम भक्ति चंद्रिका, है ना, नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर, he says, युगल चरण सेवी निरंतर एई भावी अनुरागी था कि बो सदाये साधने भावी बो जहाँ सिद्ध देह पाबो तहाँ राग पाथिर एई से उपाय, है ना. This is the aspiration that I will always think of the seva of the divine couple. Yugala Charana Sevi Nirantar Ei Bhavi. This is my meditation. Anuragi Thakibo Sadai. I will always be eager to serve. Sadhane Bhavibo Jaha Siddhade time. Where whatever we meditate is what we become. That is nature's law. Prabhupada says in his classes, right? What we think is what we become. Please share on screen Bhagavad Gita 8.6. Krishna says, na, Bhagavad Gita 8.6, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajanti anta kalevaram tam tam evati konteya tada sadbhava bhavita. Whatever we are conscious of, and in what consciousness, whatever we are thinking, and in what consciousness we leave our body, that is what we attain. So it's not like, okay, just chant Hare Krishna and you will get whatever you want to be, or it will happen spontaneously, or you will get to know who you are, or no. It is very active. It is both ways. Spiritual master and the disciple, it's an active relationship. Genuine desire has to be put forward. And spiritual master is in Manjari Bhava. This is the parampara. If I am following, then if I have signed up for it, for initiation, I better know what I am signing up initiation for. So Krishna says, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits body, he will attain that state. And Narottam Das Thakur is saying, yes, that the state of being one remembers is remembering the seva of the divine couple, thinking of the divine couple in the Nikunj realm, thinking of Shri Guru in the Nikunj realm. And in that consciousness we live, we desire to live. That is, we desire to be our meditation, and that is what we think, and this is what we attain. If this is what we think, that is what we will attain. Boliye Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Apologies, we took lots of time. I don't know, time is also, we cannot just restrict 1 hour, 2 hour, or whatever. We have to come out of this as well, like, okay, how much time, but still practicality we should appreciate, respect, understand. So lots more can be said, and wherever in Chaitanya Chaitamit, this meditation, think of your spiritual body, or day and night serving Krishna in a particular way, and meditation, or spiritual meditation, and this. So this is what it is meant in Chaitanya Chaitamit. So again, please bring on screen मध्य लीला 8:228 अतएव गोपी भाव करी अंगीकार रात्रि दिने ब्रजे कोरे कृष्ण रे रात्रि दिने चिंते कोरे कृष्ण रे सेवन. So therefore day and night meditating on this consciousness, on this identity, one should accept the mood of the gopis, one should accept the mood of the manjaris in their seva. In such a transcendental mood, one should always think of the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. This is sanctioned by Mahaprabhu. So we may be living in the temple, in the morning waking up Prabhupada. Why should I not meditate, pray? How would a Manjari wake up Prabhupada? How would a Manjari take darshan of the Gauranita deities, of the deities? How would a Manjari sing a Guruvashtakam? How would a Manjari act, talk and all, everything? Yeah. That sort of meditation. And unless if I'm meditating that, unless if I'm thinking that higher taste and that is the higher taste and thing, I cannot live this world, mundane world. I will be pulled in by Maya, unless I'm aiming there. बोलिए Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So any thoughts, question, comments, clarification, any addition? So humility, we have to protect our humility, we have to become humble. Manjari Seva is a humble Seva. Any Seva is humble Seva. Manjari Seva is definitely confidential Seva. And they are the epitome of humility. This is not something to blow a trumpet or, go and tell and all. No. Our preaching is, you are not this body, you are a spirit soul. Taking that much that one can handle. But then at one point when one starts doing japa 16 rounds a day or coming close to doing 16 rounds, thinks about initiation, associates with devotee and serves, then one cannot sustain with this knowledge itself that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul. Then next inquiry has to be made. If I am not this body, then which body am I? Which body can I become? Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much for your kind participation and encouragement. We will continue more and more on this and we'll try to understand again Sakhi Bhav, Gopi Bhav, Manjari Bhav, different rasas and our identity. Going to a passport agency and just saying, okay, give me a passport is not good enough. Even though we may tell them that, Baba, I'm a loyal citizen, law-abiding citizen, and my background is good, do all the background check, fine. I may present, look, I've got this proof, this shows that my background is good, but they would want to know who are you, what is your name, what is your age, how old are you, where were you born, place of birth, who are your parents, where is your residence, and this I have to tell out. So we have to meditate. Who am I? Who is doing japa? This body is not doing japa. In transcendental mood. And this is a revelation in the heart, comes by the mercy of spiritual master. We may jump and up and down whatever we do. All of this is to attract the mercy. So just to say, none of us are qualified. But we cannot just say, I'm not qualified. That's acting too smart. Prabhupada said, no, I am your intelligence, I am your qualification. So yes, spiritual master is my qualification. I am not at all qualified. But do I accept myself as him, of him? Do I serve myself to him? Do I open up myself to him? Do I come out of my independent nature and follow his leadership? Then yes, then it's a revelation in the heart. And things get revealed. The only qualification is to understand that realize my unqualifiedness. And that will be realized only through good sadhana, good association, good humility. In association only, we can humble ourselves, we can do good sadhana. And the realization of that sadhana is how much ever sadhana I do, reading, hearing, chanting, I can never attain Radha Krishna. I can never attain Vrindavan, I can never attain any Vaikuntha realm. I'm never pure, I can never be pure enough. I'm never qualified, I can never be qualified. It's only through doing sadhana, then our acharyas cried that I do not deserve it or I don't have it, I cannot get it. That is the humility which brings the contrast. So sadhana important is key, yes, undoubtedly reading, hearing, strong sadhana. But in that we have to realize this ultimate paradox. our utter unqualifiedness, and begging for mercy from spiritual master, lovingly, humbly serving him. श्री गुरु मुख पद्मावाक्य चित्ते कोरिय आज्ञा आर्ना कोरिय मने आशा श्री गुरु चरण रति ऐसे उत्तम गति ये प्रसादे पूरे सर्वासा निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल। परम पूज्य हिज होलीनेस शीला भक्ति स्वरूप गोविंद महाराज की जय। करंट गुरु वर्गास की जय। शीला प्रभुपाद की जय। शीला श्रीपाद महाराज की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि हरि बोल।